But to me, can I be honest?
Please.
When men say that they can't have platonic relationships with women, that makes me feel like you don't look at women as human beings.
Well, why would you say that? And my producer is a woman.
Because
but you just said that's a business relationship.
Hey, man, this is another clip from Cam Newton's podcast. I believe it's called Funky Fridays, or this could be maybe another show that he's on. But shout outs to Cam Newton. He's been putting out some good content, and it looks like it is from Funky Friday.
Because you said that's a business relationship, because they are working for you. They're showing up for you because they're getting paid. No shade. But I say this to say, if you can't have a normal, hey, what's up, Ken? How you been? Just checking on you. You good? Because you don't look at them like human beings that are not sexual.
No, you're trying to shift the narrative that makes me out to be a person that doesn't know what I'm trying to refrain from. Right?
Yeah, she's also trying to shift the narrative to make Cam out to be a predator, right? Oh, well, you can't be friends with women. Well, okay, you must be weird. Do you look at women in a disdain way, in a disgust way, where you can't be friends with them? Then Cam responds and say, no, like, I don't want to be friends with women, because from the lens I'm looking at, it's from, I want to refrain from being around a woman that I may be sexually attracted to. So, these are women that don't understand the male's experience. They live life on easy mode. And you got to think about it. They're in a privileged position to have males as friends, because they get a patriarch, the masculinity attention from a man, but they get all of this attention from the man without giving up sex. The masculine energy, a patriarch. If you go out with them, you know that he's not going to allow nothing to happen to you. He's going to protect you. He's stronger. He's taller. He's bigger. So they extract the time, the attention, and the resources from the man. So, of course, if you're a woman, you don't want to, give up that position, because that's a great position to be in when you don't have to give up sex. But wow, I get to get all of this, things from a man without having sex with him. This is great. A friendship is great, but it's not actually a friendship, because a platonic friendship means that no one has ulterior motives. And if the man is sexually attracted to you, then that's not truly a friendship, right? That's just, well, it's an imbalance.
I don't want to have any loose ends. I don't want to put myself in a position that I know myself. It has nothing to do with me not looking at them as not being human beings, or you not being human beings. But if we don't have nothing, and this is coming from a person, I don't have any male friends. So let's just throw that out there too. If we're not making money together, bro, if we're not doing anything that better ourselves, there's not a person that could be like, yo, like, Cam's my former teammates. Yeah, but we were former teammates. It's not a person that I'm checking.
Okay, so Cam is trying to make a distinction that, and the reason why he's saying that he doesn't have any male friends, which he definitely does have male friends, and he just caught himself like, well, former teammates, because I built a relationship with. I would also say he would have male friends from, his past when he was growing up and things like that. But it's just different. It's a different dynamic. He would, and I think the distinction that he's trying to make is like new male friends. Like if you just meet a guy and it's like, oh yeah, cool, man, I want to go ahead and be your friend. Like, well, nah, I already got the homies that I grew up with, the homies that I've weathered many storms with, slayed many dragons, overcame many adversities, the homies that had my back. New friends, I mean, if we're not doing business and making money together, it's pointless. And I understand that. I respect that. I would actually, feel the same in that situation. But he's going there to like make a correlation, but he has to be able to let them know that having a male as a friend versus having a female as a friend is totally different, right? Totally different.
For like, hey.
And not only that, like Cam, he's a high status man. It's Cam Newton, right? So him getting like new male friends, like he reached his status. If new guys want to come around, they must be trying to use him for something, right? So think about that. I think that that's the correlation he should make. Like, well, if I make any new male friends, I'm up here, top tier man, accomplished many things, NFL superstar at one point. Making new friends, well, what can I get from them, right? Without them just gaining everything from me. They're going to gain being around other celebrities, but if he's not on my level, then I'm not gaining anything. But even if he is on my level, we might as well do business, right? So it's still like that transaction there. But with a woman being a friend, you don't get anything either, right? That can be a correlation that he can make.
Bro, what you about to get into? Hey, let's go. That's not who Cam is. It's either I'm with, I'm working, or I'm home. That's my life. So platonic female relationships, I don't have. Platonic male relationships, I don't have. I just don't.
Okay, well, that's understandable if you're saying you don't have friends, period. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. And he did it because he felt like his back was against the ropes. The reason why he said that, and he didn't express himself, he didn't explain it. I know what he means, right? He didn't explain himself that good, but he definitely has male friends, bro. That's just, all men got friends, bro. Like the difference between men and women is, bro, I got friends from 5th grade and and we've been friends and I'm 36 now. We don't even speak every day. Like I don't have to speak to my homeboys for a year. But once we get on the phone, it'd be like we just spoke yesterday, right? So guys can go years, months, years without speaking to a friend. When they connect again, when they finally connect again, it'll be like they just spoke to him yesterday. Females, on the other end, no. If you don't speak to a girl for a week, in their mind, they're like, oh, she must not like me. Right? So girls really can't keep friendships unless they communicate every day, every couple hours, because women think themselves out of friendships. Right? So they can't understand that. Men, we operate differently, totally different. And not only that, men, we can get together, speak about sports, play some games, speak about business, and everything is fine. There's no drama. Women, they speak only about drama. They're looking for drama, looking for secrets. Oh, I heard Katie, mother, just divorced her husband. I wonder why that divorce happened and what she's probably going through right now. And I heard that the mother divorced the husband because the husband cheated. Oh my gosh. And Katie knew about the person that she cheated on, that her father cheated on his mother with. Oh my gosh. Like and she didn't tell her mother. Oh my gosh. She's like so weird. Like girls that do junk like that, bro. And then it'll start drama because they'll be speaking to other girls. And then the other girl will tell the Katie about who told her. And then that ruins their relationship. So it's always gossip. It's always drama going on. They can't maintain a friendship, generally speaking. In order for them to maintain a friendship, bro, they got to speak consistently every day. So I get what he's saying. He was on the defense. So he tried to like maneuver the conversation by saying, well, I don't have any guy friends and I don't have any girlfriends. But the truth is that men don't really get a benefit from being platonic friends with women. Like, think about it. Do you want to be platonic friends with do you want to even be friends with an ugly chick? It's like, might as well be friends with a man. Like, you ugly. I don't even get to see anything, right? Like, might as well be friends with a man. We go out. One, we got similar interests. Men just tend to have some similar interests. But not only that, you hang out and y'all go to a function. If a fight break out, look, you got someone to throw some punches with you. You go with a girl, fight breaks out, you got to protect yourself and her, right? It's like, come on, man. Like, what is this? Because the woman is consistently extracting the patriarch, the masculine energy from the man. And the time, attention, and resources. That's just what it's going to be. So there's really not a huge benefit. Now, are there some relationships that work out that's platonic between men and women? For sure, when it's zero attraction, when the man isn't attracted to the woman and when the woman isn't attracted to the man, that would be true platonic, right? But if there's any attraction on either end, well, it isn't platonic because one party has ulterior motives. Let's continue on.
A gender thing, but when it came with the clip I saw, it came off like, oh, I don't have female friends because you can't control yourself.
It was given lack of control.
Look at him trying to shame him. Trying to shame Kim. It's giving lack of control. You don't have female friends because you can't control yourself? Because you can't control yourself. Well, wouldn't that's the part of everything. Like if you know you like to drink a lot of alcohol, like people that are was alcoholics before, they try to refrain from being around alcohol. Is it something wrong with them from refraining from being around alcohol? Or is that a morally good thing for them to refrain from being around alcohol? Yes, that would be that, right? So if a man is friends with a woman and he's sexually attracted to her, well, if he's thinking in his right mind, I don't get any benefits. She gets a lot of benefits from me. I'm sexually attracted to her. She ain't letting me smash. Let me remove myself from this because it's silly. It's pointless for me to be here. But these chicks want to try to weaponize Cam's decision, moral decision, a great moral decision.
Like that, so I would rather just not have women friends because I know I might cross that line of friendship.
Well, even if it was though, is that a problem?
Yeah, because just it's a problem. Well, also just because you want to cross that line, that don't necessarily mean she do. So y'all can still be friends.
Cool. Look at that. Well, just because you want to cross that line doesn't mean necessarily she wants to cross that line. So y'all could still be friends. I would tell them, okay, so if you went to a financial advisor, right? And the financial advisor, he was supposed to be managing your money, helping you out with your finances. But when you go to that meeting, he's helping someone else out with their finances. You'll be like, this financial advisor has ulterior motives, so I got to go ahead and find another one. Correlate that, right? A man that wants to sleep with the woman, you don't want to sleep with the man. Well, he has intentions of sleeping with you and you don't, and you think that this is truly a friendship? Or are you we can just reverse it on the woman. Wait, you would want to stay in a friendship with a man where you know that he is always undressing you with his eyes and he wants to have sex with you? You think that that's genuine? That's not a genuine friendship because you don't share those same feelings back. So it isn't genuine. So he could have reversed it on them and demonized the woman for staying in the relationship staying in that friendship with the man that wants to have sex with him. He can demonize the woman for that. He could have reversed it because if you think about it, women always try to demonize men for having them in friends with benefits. Think about it. The reverse of friend zone, a man in a platonic relationship with a woman where he has intentions of being sexual with her, but she doesn't share those same intentions back, is the equal opposite equivalent to a man that has a woman and friends with benefits. Generally speaking, most friends with benefits relationships, that woman, if it's consistent over 6 months, a year and stuff like that, if that man wanted to, he can get in a relationship with that woman. But that man doesn't want a relationship with that woman. What he does is he just keeps smashing, keeps her in sex zone, right? Keeps her in sex zone. It's friend zone and it's sex zone. He keeps her in sex zone, garnering that sexual attention from her and that sexual access from her, but never truly committing to her. Women demonize those type of men all the time. Oh, why are you leading her on? Why are you leading this woman on? You're bad. You're evil. You're they have all types of names for men that lead women on, garner sex from them and lead them on, sell them a dream. They have all types of names for that. But there's no names for women that extract time, attention, and resources from a man where they know that that man wants more from them, but they sit there and, lead that man on, dangle that little sex carrot there like, well, she never really says no, that she's not interested, but, she'll say things indirectly. And those guys that's not good with women and don't understand women's nature, well, they're idiots. So they stay in friend zone, that platonic relationship, and get mentally and financially abused. Right? So we can demonize it.
Ooh, but listen.
Or now is it a rejection?
Cam needs me on one of his shows so I can help him, verbalize these concepts. Because I know it's in his head, but he just really never fully thought about it deep and spoke about it like I do.
It's not a rejection thing. It's a understanding. What happened to understanding, like, yo, if a person is fighting an addiction.
Okay.
And
okay, Cam getting somewhere now. Okay, he using that addiction analogy, like the alcohol. Let's see where he's going.
Can I be honest?
Please.
When men say that they can't have platonic relationships with women.
Okay, it went back. All right, man, we gotta get the full part of this episode. That was some pretty good content there. All right, let's bring up the next clip. We got some people in the chat. I see y'all in here. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I know in the beginning of the stream, L, no sound. I know. I'll take the L for that. I'll take the L, right? L for me for not having the audio on when I started the stream, right? Talk about the W's, but it's no Fugazee, so we got to talk about the L's too. Shouts out to Wicked Dream sending in $20.
No Fugazee.
He says, here is to a good show tonight. Let's hope for some high IQ debates tonight. Who wants the smoke? Yes. Who wants the smoke tonight? If anyone is tuning in right now, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, come on over to YouTube. We have the link to join the stream for Open Panel Debate Night. The link is pinned in the YouTube comment section, the YouTube live comments. Let me also include that link on Facebook. I'll do that for everybody that's on Facebook because we got a lot of people on Facebook right now watching. So, yeah, so that's good. Let's see here. Link to join stream. All right, Facebook. I went ahead and posted that link, so there you go. You can go ahead and click that link and join the stream. 07065. Shout outs to the day ones from Rahway. I see y'all in here, man. Shouts out to y'all. Yeah, Facebook always more popping. Already got 100 likes in there on Facebook, 52 comments, 7 shares. YouTube, where we at on YouTube? 16 likes on, no, we can't be at 16 likes on YouTube. It got to be more than that. 54 likes on YouTube. 153 people watching. All right. Okay, so let's get to this other clip. And then we'll hop into the Fresh and Fit. You know what? No, let's hop right into the Fresh and Fit clip. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. No, I'm not from Baltimore. I see y'all in the chat. I am not from B-more. I know some folks out there, though. All right, let's hop into the Fresh and Fit clip. Here we go. Right before I do so, going to take a quick bathroom break. If you go anywhere, you're gay. So this is how we get rid of the gays. Because when I take my little quick bathroom break, if you go anywhere, we know that you really don't like the stream and you're gay anyway. So this is a good way to get rid of, to find out the people that's really gay. I'll be right back. All right, chat. We are back. Shouts out to my brother for making that beat. That beat is fire. So shouts out to Brody for cooking up that heat for me. I do need someone. So I had an editor that was working on a new intro for Open Panel Debate Night. But if you are an editor and you want to, make some quick bread, I'll pay you if you want to go ahead and make me an intro to that beat there, a new intro video for Open Panel Debate Night. So hit me up on Instagram or Facebook or something like that if you can edit videos and make good intros. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to this reaction. So, once again, let me preface it with this, right? Let's preface it with this. Where's my... Okay. The title of tonight's stream is The Red Pill Isn't Going Anywhere. There's many reasons why the red pill isn't going anywhere, and we're going to react to a clip that shows that perfectly. It demonstrates it perfectly why the red pill isn't going anywhere. Now, I'll just say with feminism being here, red pill isn't going anywhere. And even if feminism, goes away, if somehow we get lucky in like 100 years and we can put women back in the kitchen and put women back loving and supporting and being submissive to their man, right? And being a monogamous to their man, being virgins when they get married. If we get back to those days, yeah, we'll see red pill content, die down for sure. But red pill itself is just a descriptor of reality. Red pill is just a set of behaviors and psychology about male and female dynamics. You got people in a space like Rollo Tomasi. He calls it a praxeology and things like that. But all it is just a set of descriptors about male and female intersexual dynamics on how men and women behave and interact in the sexual dating marketplace, right? So let's go ahead and get into this Fresh and Fit clip because I think it's a good clip to speak about.
The most desirable men don't give a fuck about how much money you make at all.
At all.
They don't.
That's not true.
Listen, that might not be the case with your own personal history, but as a society, yeah, men generally don't care how much a woman makes.
They're going to use you if they do.
Yeah. So going back to what I was saying, so we don't care about that, right? So that's the first thing I wanted to establish. Second thing I was going to establish was though I know some of you guys don't like, you might you might disagree with the concept of a man having a high body count. What I'm arguing, I'm not here to argue the morality of it. I'm here to argue that if a man has a high body count, he is doing something right and he has higher sexual market value. He's doing something right because it is a skill set to be able to sleep with a lot of women.
By our standard of a society, I don't think that's universally true.
That if a man is able to have sex with a lot of women, he's doing something right?
It depends on the woman that he's having sex with.
Okay, let me rephrase this so it's easier to understand. I'm saying a guy that has had sex with a lot of women is doing something right and has higher sexual market value in something.
I agree he has higher sexual market value, but that's
what I'm trying to say.
Right, yes, if you are in demand and if you had sex with more people, you by definition have higher sexual market value.
Yes.
But I think
But that doesn't work for women is my point.
But I think the disagreement we're having here, Myron, is that sexual market value is everything. That you can impute all this value from sexual market value and say a guy's entire personality, his traits can be summed up by sexual market value.
Well, no, it is because men, so for women, their predominant trait for their sexual market value is their looks. As a man, you have multiple traits that get encompassed into your sexual market value because women aren't, they are kind of shallow, but women have far more standards that we have to check off. So as a guy.
Yeah, so what the governor is conflating here, he's conflating sexual market value with his personal beliefs of value, which encompasses virtues. That's why he keeps talking about morals, even though when Myron started the conversation, he prefaced it with, he's not speaking about morals. He can't make this person that's running for senator, he can't make a distinction of what is and what ought be. While Myron is speaking about the psychology behind females' attraction triggers and how that correlates to a man's sexual market value, which is his ability to attract women. But this guy, he just can't seem to understand that.
If you're able to get a lot of women, by definition, you have higher sexual market value because women don't just care about looks. Looks are a component.
But sexual market value does not make you a better person.
That depends on who the individual is. You can go on an individual basis on that, but the point I'm making, I'm not really making a morality or religious argument. I'm making more of a biological argument that a man that has a guy that has a lot of women is doing something right, more than likely has higher sexual market value, and then I think that's the best position to be in because if you have higher sexual market value, you've dealt with more women. If you dealt with more women, you have more experience. You can taper off girls or get rid of girls that aren't a good fit for you. And that's what I think as far as because marriage is a big risk for men nowadays. So
it's a big risk for everybody.
Correct.
But more for men.
Way bigger risk for men. Way bigger risk for men.
Okay, but so let me just give you one example. All right.
TikTok. We're live on TikTok, by the way, guys.
Okay.
TikTok.
Hi to Larry Ellison.
Can you show TikTok?
Yeah, you got it right there.
So Myron.
Yeah.
If a guy
on the screen, please,
has done 300 lines of coke in his life, that probably means he's hanging out at expensive clubs, big parties, gone to Vegas, flown on private jets, has the money to do coke. Does doing 300 lines of coke make you a better person? Because it would correlate with being.
But I don't think that's analogous to this.
Why not?
Because you don't have to have any skill set to do cocaine.
Sure. Well, no. Actually, you need money. You need to have a plug. You need to have a relationship. You need to be able to be in those clubs in the first place.
That's not analogous to going to the gym, learning female nature.
Yeah. Again, this senator or this guy that's running for governor in Florida. Again, he's conflating sexual value like a man having money to live a lifestyle, to do a whole lot of drugs. From his view, you make a lot of money, you can do bad things. You make a lot of money, you can do bad things. So from his view, he keeps inserting morality in there. Myron is speaking about the byproduct of being successful, not what men do with their success. It's a difference. Myron is giving a descriptor. He's speaking about oughts. He's trying to, look for, what's the prescription in all of this? So they're kind of speaking past, Myron is speaking to what he's speaking about, but he's having a hard time comprehending what Myron is saying. So like if you think about it, so like if you become successful and understand female nature, when you are more attracted to, women are more attracted to you, and it increases your sexual value. That's what Myron is speaking about. And if he has higher sexual market value, this will correlate to his ability to sleep with women, right? Higher sexual market value, it correlates for your ability to sleep with women. Myron isn't saying go sleep with women. No, he's saying, well, if you work on yourself, get in the gym, make more money, understand female nature, you'll become more women will be more attracted to you. And that of itself increases your sexual market value by becoming a better version of yourself. Because women look for quality. They're looking for the best man that they can find. Meanwhile, men generally we're looking for quantity, right? So that's the part where he's not truly comprehending. But I digress. Let's continue on.
How to be attractive, how to dress well, how to take care of yourself, self-care.
So that's why I think the number of dates I think is more important, way more important than body count could ever be. Because it tells you about what kind of person they are. Body count's a very shallow.
Keep in mind that I made the distinction that you don't necessarily have to close, but you need to be capable of closing. Like that's what I'm saying.
Facts. You need to be capable of closing. So what he's simply saying here, if you exercise those options, then the convo switches into if it's moral or not. But you don't have to exercise those options. And you can still display high sexual market value. That's the difference. Because women attraction triggers are complex. They're attracted to many different things in a man, like Myron alluded to. He said that women have high standards. There's a lot of different things a lot of different boxes that men need to check off. And even if men do check off those boxes, like some of those boxes, like, meeting the height standard, meeting the income standard, then when he starts speaking to her, if he doesn't have any charisma and doesn't understand how to speak to women, then, she's still going to disqualify him. So yes, you can meet let's say, the standard, the outward standard for a woman being attracted to you, like over 6 foot, making 6 figures. But if you're a dork, listen, you're not clapping no cheeks. She doesn't even want to be in a relationship with you. She lost all attraction for you. So yes, it is true that women are physically attracted to men, but with the words that comes out of your mouth plays a huge part. If you're speaking some nonsense and you don't have the ability to make her feel the vibes, right? Because women, they don't create any vibe themselves. They don't create any vibes. Well, they may create vibes with their girlfriends, right? But when they're on a date with the man, no, they're looking for the man to create that vibe. And then they fall into that vibe, right? And then there's other things about women where they like a mysterious man. Women don't like a man that they already figured out, because a man that they already figured out is boring. I already figured you out. You're boring. I'll move on to another guy. Yes. I get you. I know your schedule. I know everything about you. I know what you like and what you don't like. I know what ticks you and what doesn't tick you. I know you were vulnerable with me before, so I know what hurts you. And I know all of this stuff about you. You're easy to figure out. Those guys become unattractive. No, you need to be hard to figure out. You need to maintain a certain level of being mysterious when it comes to maintaining the attraction with a woman. That's facts. Let's continue on.
Capability of closing will not be measured by body count, because you can't measure something that didn't happen, even though it's capable.
Well, I'm saying take it right to the edge, but most men are not going to do that. But I'm saying in a hypothetical, you would need to be the one denying the girl. She's all over you, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to do this. And then you could count that, I guess. But the point I'm trying to make is that most men don't have that skill set. So if a guy does have that skill set,
can I ask a question?
By definition, he's going to have higher sexual market value. Higher sexual market value means that you have options. When you have options, you tend to be more attractive because you're not being thirsty. One of the biggest things that women get turned off by is a guy that doesn't have social proof or doesn't have other women around because he starts to behave in a very needy fashion.
Again, we're not arguing morality here.
Yeah.
Practicality.
No, but I think we have to.
Well.
Do we want a moral and just society?
Let's be honest here, James. It's not going backwards. It's only going forward.
Of course there is. I mean, can you imagine sitting here in the 1840s and being like, nope, there's no going back to slavery. No, we got to keep slavery. Like, there's no. Of course we can.
Oh, we're too far gone, man.
Bro.
No. I don't think we are.
I am black and I'm black pill now. The doomsday is here, my friend. The days of going backwards to save women is
Let me
gone.
ask you, if we could go back, would you do it?
Of course.
Okay.
If
But you know why you say that? Because you believe that things used to be better. It used to be better. And if you think you could hit a button right now and we could go back, you would, I would. Ladies, would you?
No.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, but we
And that's actually, you know what? Hold on. And that's precisely the problem.
So there you go.
Wait.
No, hold on.
But why not?
No. Look, wait. Before she even answers that.
Booyah. Think about. He's like, but why not? Why wouldn't you want to go back? Because he is living in a delusion. He doesn't understand the current dating marketplace. He doesn't understand how feminism has warped their minds and they want to be independent. They want to chase their career and they want to hold off from having a family. This is what women want to do. We can thank feminism for that, right? Now, the funny thing is he needed the girls to validate Myron's and Fresh's position. Like, think about that. As a man, in order to know if the man is saying something correct, well, I'm going to be in disbelief until women can validate what the men are saying. That's nonsensical because if you want to catch a fish, you go to the fisherman. You don't ask the fish, right? So, like, the way he's viewing things is, we could just tell that he's a white knight and he doesn't fully understand women's behavior. Because, like, he's too busy worried about how women feel and what they say. Moreover, he should be paying attention to how women act, right? And it makes it clear that he truly doesn't understand modern dating and how it works in the age of social media and dating apps and, stuff like that. He doesn't truly understand. You got Instagram. What is Instagram? Well, Instagram, women get to post pictures of themselves and get attention without even going outside. Well, wait. Back in the day, in the 50s and the 60s, women had to go outside to get attention. Okay. All right. Currently now, women don't have to leave their house. They can post pictures online and get attention from a high status guy. Well, one would think that, well, this would change the way men and women tend to meet. Because back in the 50s and 60s, Bridget, let's give an old name, those old names in the 50s. Bridget, well, if she was a very attractive girl, Bridget is most likely going to date the person in her school that has a lot of status, the guy that's an athlete, right? She's going to date the guy that's an athlete or the guy that can play an instrument or the guy that has some type of status back then, right? Currently now, Bridget, well, she doesn't have to date the guy in her town with status because she can meet guys in other towns with more status. This is why women get flown out. And he doesn't know that this changes the the dating marketplace. Now, even if women do not exercise those options, just the simple fact that they know they could have a better man, they could potentially have a better man, they're not really going to respect the men that they're dealing with in their local town. I repeat, when women are dating men in their town, right? It could be an attractive guy, but just the fact that she knows she has potential of dating someone with higher status, more money, better looks, can give her a better lifestyle, she's going to be less likely to want to really get married, start a family, right? She's going to be, well, why would I do that where I could try to, because once again, women, they prioritize quality. Well, yeah, I'll be with this guy in the town, but once this NBA player or this NFL player responds to my DM and I get this attention, well, once I get that opportunity, I'll go ahead and exercise it. But even if they don't exercise it, inadvertently, it's like, well, I know I can do better. Think about that, right? Bridget in the 50s and 60s, well, if she's dating the highest status guy in a town, she doesn't know that she can do better because she can't see anything else out there. But, Becky, in today's day and age, she'll be dating this guy with the high status in the town, but she knows she can do better because, one, she's getting attention from all of these high status men via Instagram, via dating apps, and things of that sort. So it ruins, it does ruin dating and relationships, but it makes it different, which this guy doesn't fully understand. And not to mention, also, these chicks on Instagrams will put their Cash App on there. In their bio, Cash App. Think about that.
Bruh.
Just think about it. They got their Cash App in the bio. So not only are these women getting free attention from men via Instagram, but they're also soliciting men with their sexuality. Oh, well, if you want me to reply to your DM, hit my Cash App. I have girls that come on my podcast and say, well, yeah, I don't go out on dates with guys unless they send me Apple Pay or if they got to Cash App me first for my number. Was women doing that in the 50s and 60s? And do you think that now women having all of this leverage in the sexual dating marketplace, you think that they want to give that up? No, they don't want to give this leverage up. To women, it is leverage because what they can do is they can utilize the simps, the guys that they don't want for the time, attention, and resources, gather that from them, and then they'll have fun with, the NFL player, the basketball player, or the highest status man that they can get. But those highest status men, in the long run, it doesn't really work for a lot of them because those highest status men, well, listen, they got options. And how can you be his only option? So you're competing to be his only option with all of these girls because, yeah, Becky, you're operating like that and within your hypergamous nature and trying to get the best guy you want. But guess what, Becky? You're not special. All women are doing it. So it's competition. So really the power and the most leverage goes to the highest status men. The most attractive men have all of the options and all of the leverage. That's the truth. Women only have leverage with the guys that they don't want. The guys that they do want, if you want them, other chicks want them too. You probably don't have that leverage anymore.
That is precisely the problem, and this is why guys have to deal with the new normal.
Yep. Okay.
The average
I guess I'm
modern
getting
woman,
black-pilled.
The average modern woman.
I just got black-pilled, I guess.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, women would rather be independent, getting fucked by a bunch of random chads, working a job, than actually being with a guy that loves them and respects them and having kids. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Please.
Okay. You guys just proved the point right there. He literally said, do you want to go back to the 1950s?
And hell no. Let's be clear. I'm getting black-pilled in real time because Fresh said he wanted to go back.
Yeah,
and I'm black,
and
you're black, and that would have been tough for you going back 150 years.
So, and here's the thing, right? Let's say we didn't have these women here. Let's say we had a bunch of women that went to Columbia, Yale, whatever. They would all say the same thing because nowadays, women have changed. They don't want to do anything for the express pleasure of men. They don't want to be wives. They want to get married, but they don't want to be wives. They want to have their freedom. They want to be sluts, and we have to deal with the new normal. Look, I wish we can go back to the 1950s. Right? I wish it could be 1956 again.
Kumbaya.
But it's 2026. And these girls, quite frankly, you take an average 21-year-old girl, average 21-year-old guy, that woman has probably had sex with more dudes than this guy will have in his entire lifetime. Women are lapping men sexually, career-wise, income-wise. Men have to adapt for the new normal.
And this is why
I wish it wasn't this way.
And this is why, James, the red pill will never die. Because the dating game is rigged, is gone too far, and women have the power and not giving up for nothing.
And here's the other thing, too. You mentioned something.
That's facts.
No Fugazee.
Fresh and Myron spitting right now. Fresh and Myron is spitting right now, doing the things that they know best, right? Speaking, having the conversations that they tend to be experts at. So shouts out to them, right? And it's we can see it in 4K. Literally just red pilled a guy in 4K. He just got red pilled. He didn't even know, right? Think about it. You go through your life and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to become a governor of Florida, right? But you truly don't even know the sexual dating marketplace right now. You truly don't even understand females' nature. Like you thought that they would want to go back to the 60s. No, why would they want to do that? Right? That's stupid. Bro, they can sell feet pictures on Feet Finders and make a bag. They can start an OnlyFans and show their butthole and make a bag. Why do they want to go back to the 50s and 60s? Right?
Great earlier. You said, hey, if we went back to 1950s, like, because you mentioned your grandma married your grandpa, like after the first date or whatever.
The
third date. That's beautiful. But unfortunately, right, like the women now, like, are significantly different, right? Like they don't value marriage. They don't value a man. Women are taught, be strong and independent, go get a career. You don't want to depend on a guy.
That's toxic feminism. It's being taught in our schools.
Wait,
so I want to get to the bottom of that.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I've been trying to say something for a while.
It's not your show, dude.
Okay, I'm just trying to interject.
Yeah, like.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Okay.
At this point, go ahead. Go ahead. You good?
All right. If you don't want to hear my opinion, then you don't have to.
No, just weird.
No. But it's like, quite frankly, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's not your show. I mean, like, you're gonna say some bimbo.
Hey, yo. Dude be a villain out here. I'll be having my moments like that on a podcast too, especially when I'll be doing streaming for like 3 hours, having the girls on there and they crazy disrespectful. You know, I'll be having my moments too. I'm a little bit more patient though, but dude is funny.
Didn't you ask her to be on the show though?
I didn't ask her. No.
Didn't somebody ask her to be on the show?
All right, Malin, what do you want to say?
And it doesn't even matter if Myron himself asked her to be on the show. That doesn't matter. It's his show. So if he doesn't want her speaking anymore, then shut up. Be quiet. Men are speaking right now. I don't want to hear your opinion. Your opinion is invalid. It doesn't matter. You're a woman. You don't understand the male experience anyway. You're speaking from a privileged position. You were born with your sexual value. You did not have to create your sexual value at all. So you won't even understand the convo that we're having.
I'm curious to hear it.
You couldn't even name 3 countries, man. Shut the fuck up. Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like,
bruh. A lot of women do.
Oh, man. See, it makes sense. Like, this is what, an hour and 40 minutes in. They already asked the question of, can you name 3 countries? She couldn't name them. So Myron already fed up like, man, this girl isn't going to have anything insightful to say. So just shut up.
Want to be wives and housewives. It's just
like, what?
A lot of women do want that.
So let's go back to the 60s. Let's go back to the 60s.
Love to homeschool and
then let's do
what
it.
I was gonna say. A lot of women would actually love that.
Go ahead.
And the candidate that's running for governor, he doesn't understand. He's like, well, yeah, let's go back to the 60s. Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. Bro, these chicks have so many rights and all of these privileges, and sexism tends to benefit them more than it benefits men. They're not giving up that leverage. They don't want to give it up, right? So the conversation would have to turn to, well, if men gave women rights to be in a workplace and to seek education, get in higher education and chase your career and not to prioritize a family, like, men created this system that women are living in. We can change it, right? Men grant rights. We also have the ability to take rights away, right? And that's the only way it'll happen. Like, if you think that if you have kids, right? I got a lot of children, right? But if you have kids, you know this. If you just let your kids, you put 2 things in front of them, candy or vegetables, what they going for? Candy. They're going to go for candy. That's just what it's going to be. They're going to grab that candy and they're going to be like, yeah, I'm eating a lot of this candy now. They're going in. That's women. Well, you put being submissive, having a husband, raising children, or the candy, being independent, chasing your career and your dreams and your goals, and soliciting men for their money with your sexuality. Wait, I have all of these options over here? So I can work and be a lawyer or a doctor, or I can choose not to work and I can sell a body part? Yeah, that's candy. Let me get more of this. They're not going back. He doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is Myron is always telling people to be better. Go work on yourself. But why are you telling women to be the type of women that men want, and you're not telling men to work on certain things that are the reason why women don't want to go back? The same way how we don't give a fuck if you have designer, we don't give a fuck if you're fit. We care more about how you're going to treat us. We care more because that's an indicator of how you're going to treat our future children.
Bro, you are lying, bro.
Why are you lying about? See, this is why I don't take women seriously, bro.
Why am I lying about
looks do matter. Fucking nonsense.
Looks do matter.
Looks do matter. You
but
can make the argument that
it doesn't matter more than someone's character, the measure of a man.
No, that's a bare minimum.
Okay. Okay. Look. Every woman is different. Some women might care more about looks than others. Yep. Some girls might say it's 50% of the equation. Other girls might say it's 10% of the equation. Some girls might say it's 90% of the equation. I need a Chad. Fine. But the bottom line is that there's a matrix of traits that women are looking for in a guy. Okay? And then you made I actually wrote this down because you were making the complaint that
yeah, so Myron could have just made he could have just dismantled the point already, and I'm sure he's done it many times before. But she's speaking about, well, if you're speaking about men, getting these good women, but are these men really good? Like, yeah, man can be attractive, he can have status and have money, but like if he doesn't have any good morals and good values, then why should a man date that guy? Like I wouldn't be attracted to that guy. So she's speaking from a place of assuming that she's already attracted to the guy. And women always do this. When they speak about men, they speak in a way where they assume that the man is already that she's already attracted to the man. I repeat, when women speak about men, they speak in a way where they assume that they are already attracted to the man. Right? And if they're already attracted to the man, this means that the man already met her prerequisites. Right? What are women's prerequisites? Well, they got standards. It can be height, it can be income, it can be charisma, it can be status, it can be a nice car, it can be a multitude of things. But if the woman is attracted to that man, then the man did already meet the prerequisites. So that means that the man already put in the work, because again, men aren't born with their sexual value. They have to create their sexual value. So if the man met the woman's prerequisites, he created the sexual value, right? And the truth is, if the man didn't meet her prerequisites and he had a good heart and he gave to the homeless shelter and he took care of his grandmother that was on dialysis and he was very virtuous. Well, if he was 5'2" and broke, she wouldn't give that man a chance. Take that in. If the man does not meet the woman's prerequisites, it doesn't matter if he has a good heart and good values or not, she won't give him a chance. So the man has to meet the woman's prerequisites just to get a chance. Then you can speak about the values and his morals and, how his ability to donate to charity and pray 5 times a day. I don't know. Right? But women always, when they view men, they assume that they're already attracted to the man. They assume that he already met the attractiveness. And the thing is, if he met the attractiveness, right, then he met her prerequisites, which means that he's already displaying value.
You're teaching guys to have sex with women and creating the problem, right? Something like that?
You're adding to the problem.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. A lot of you women are going to be sluts anyway. So we might as well level up like it's World of Warcraft and get practice on the runs.
Let's go.
Get practice on the runs. Because here's the other thing too, right? Let me be very fucking painfully clear and honest about this. Dealing with women is an adversarial relationship. Yep. You're trying to get resources and time from me. I'm trying to get sex. So my thing is, I'm going to use this as a battleground to identify women that are promiscuous so I never fucking commit to them. This is why it's so important in today's day and age, because it's not 1956, it's 2026. You need to be able to identify that women that have bad fucking habits for a long-term relationship. So for example, if she's an attention whore, she dresses provocatively, she questions your authority, she's rude, any of these things, you're able to figure that out because you've had a pattern of other women.
She got a lot of tattoos. Maybe she doesn't have a father figure. You know, many different things. What she does as a career, if she's on OnlyFans, if she's a stripper, if she got multiple baby fathers, you know, all of these things are information that men need to gather to make a decision on if this woman is going to be a good long-term mating choice.
And you could be like, yep, I'm not going to wipe this girl up. But if you're a fucking retard, right, never got your dick sucked, oh my God, I'm going to wipe this girl up. That's how guys get their lives destroyed. So my thing is, you got to level up on the grunts like it's World of Warcraft 2. And that's how you do it, because the reality is promiscuous women are going to be promiscuous anyway. So you might as well train on them, figure out how they behave, because all promiscuous women have certain traits. Identify these traits and make sure your fucking wife never has any of it.
So here, Myron is giving descriptors and he's also giving prescriptors. His prescriptor in this one, I wouldn't agree with. I understand what he says is like, if a man has more experience, yeah, the probability in certain cases, we can see that if he's dealing with women, then he'll have the ability to be able to disqualify, understand the qualities that he does want in a long-term relationship versus the ones that he doesn't want. So then he'll be able to qualify certain women for long-term relationships and disqualify for other women and only use those other women for recreational use only. But he can only do this if he has experience. That's the part. So he didn't say only or anything right now, but I would say that it is true. Generally speaking, men do need to have some experience in order to be able to identify the red flags within women. But with, you know, it's different now, man. We got No Fugazee podcast. You got Fresh and Fit. You got whatever podcast. You got Andrew Wilson, Andrew Tate. You got so many people with Rollo Tomasi, Michael Sartain. You got so many people within the red pill space, the manosphere space. You got Marquette. So many people that's given men game about understanding female nature, where men can learn these things about women and disqualify them without having the experience. Before, in order to learn, since you really couldn't, you know, go to YouTube and watch a video, you had to learn from experience. But what's the difference between a wise man? A wise man learns from other people's experience instead of learning from their own experience where they, you know, falling down, bumping their head. Oh, now I know. Doing this, having the woman disrespect them and take the kids from him and put him on child support and ruin his life. Oh, now I know. So before, yeah, men would learn from experience. But currently right now, the truth is, if men are watching me right now and watching Fresh and Fit and all of these other podcasts that speak about male and female intersexual dynamics, you can learn without the experience. So you can learn of these red flags and disqualify these women before committing to them. You could do it. I speak to men, they're doing it now, right? Like, even if you look at like a Nick Fuentes, he's a virgin. Some people would say he's, you know, he's gay, but let's just say he ain't gay. He a true virgin. This would mean that, well, he learned from the content that's out here. He learned, like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to these chicks. I'm gonna just chill and wait. I'm a chill and wait, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna put all my eggs in this basket here. You know, well, why do that? So actually, Myron's friend Nick Fuentes, if he isn't gay, right? If those rumors isn't true, then he's a prime example that you can learn without experience, right? But anyways, I digress. Let's continue on. Good content. Hey, everyone that's supporting right now, get the likes up. Hit the like button. It is free to like the podcast. Don't be gay. And then Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell icon so you're notified of when we go live next. Tonight is open panel debate night. We're an hour into the stream, so if anyone wants to join the stream, click the first link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. If you're tuning in on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, click that link, and we can debate tonight. We can debate about this. The red pill isn't going anywhere. It isn't going anywhere. So if you want to debate tonight, that's the topic. Or I'm a nice guy. If you watched any of my other content and you're like, oh, Cooley, I don't think, your take on this is right, then we can debate about another topic as well. Right? We could do that too. But let's continue on.
Because I'd rather the guy have 300 body count, show up on his wedding day, and commit to the girl that's 301 that he knows isn't a fucking 304. And that's how it goes. Men have to date defensively now. Because a lot of you women are not worthy of a long-term relationship. A lot of you guys are fucking sluts. A lot of you guys are more experienced than us sexually. A lot of you guys don't want to be wives. You just want to get married. And quite frankly, we bear all the fucking risk when we marry you guys. We have everything to lose.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Men do bear the most of the risk when we get married to the state by you guys. I would recommend, maybe getting married through a church. I would fully 100% agree with the red pill descriptors. But a descriptor is just pointing out what is. Then a prescription is, well, what ought we do? What should we do with this information, with reality? What should we do with this? And I think that the red pill descriptors, over here on this side, we do an amazing job at observing what's going on and pointing out the reality within certain conversations like this one, dating and relationships, and the value and the sexual value of men and women. But my prescription would be Christian ethics. So red pill descriptors, great, with Christian ethics prescriptions.
We have everything to lose. And I'm not going to bite my tongue on it. Most women are fucking useless. And that's the truth. That's why most women can't find a guy to take them seriously. Long term. Can't get married. They don't want to fucking cook or clean or anything. We just said, if you go back to 1950s and be home, would you do it? None of them raised their hands.
I did.
Okay, one.
Lying.
Talk to us about that. Why?
I mean, it depends.
Sorry, what did you say?
But talk to us about that, would you?
Guys, by the way,
100%.
we're on TikTok right now. Go support us on
would you go back
TikTok.
to having no rights?
The link is here.
Well, we're not talking about not having rights. We're talking about to the relationship.
Because a lot of women would be.
No. We talking about not having all them rights. That is what we talking about.
Monogamous and would be at homeschool, but we don't.
Please talk.
Okay, I think a lot of women would want a typical relationship and would want to homeschool their kids and do all these things. Yeah. Men are the problem. Like you're saying, a man can sleep around and he's valuable. No, men pay for sex. Men are the one who are paying for sex. Men are the one who assault women and then turn women to go.
Bruh, she just said men are the one that's paying for sex. I would ask her, is it harder to get rid of the supply or harder to get rid of the demand? We would say that it's harder to get rid of the supply, harder to get rid of the demand, and easier to get rid of the supply. The women supply men with the sex. The only reason why men can purchase sex is because women supply men with it. They're the ones that's posting those thirst traps on Instagram with the Cash App in the bio. They're the ones that's on OnlyFans and things of that sort. So she's viewing it wrong.
Be whores. I'm sorry. It's not like, oh yeah, if men got with 100 girls, he's valuable, he's hot, he's whatever. He's not. He's probably paid for women. He's drugged women. He's assaulted them, just like you.
And here's the other thing: she's demonizing men. He's probably drugged women. He's probably assaulted women. Like he's probably did all of these things. And then she says, just like you have. I don't know if Myron caught that.
Just real quick.
Just like
you said, okay, just like I have? Okay. I've never put my fingers on a woman ever.
Okay, but maybe you're like one of 30.
I love that you made the accusation. But
who said that? The accusation.
She said I assault women. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you say that?
Accusations.
No, how many of us have been assaulted?
No. Like that ass. Why'd you say that? Is that true?
I mean, I just moved to Miami a few months ago, and I've heard that from multiple girls.
So what? You said what?
Okay, so now she's trying to say that one, right? Look, this is what women like to do. They always try to reverse things and use gossip and innuendo to ruin a man's character, to destroy his reputation. Oh, well, I only been in Miami for a few months, and I've heard from a few girls that, Myron assaulted women. former FBI agent. Where's the case? Like, if this happened, women would be going to the police with, he's a high status man, rich. They would try to milk him for his resources. So she's just lying. But let's just say if it is true that she did hear this, she's still speaking about it as if it's true. So she's coming from a believe all woman, a Me Too movement type of lens, right? Well, just because you heard something doesn't mean that it's true. This chick could be lying. This chick could have been on his podcast and looked stupid, and now she's making accusations, and now she's causing problems. You got women like that come on my show. Bro, after they come on my show, they look stupid. We post some clips about them and stuff like that, or I kick a chick out, and then they look dumb. Bro, these girls will go on Instagram and be like, oh, well, this and this and that and that. Like, just lying and making up complete stories. Even live on my show, this happened to me. And I haven't, listen, I only had about, maybe 700, 800 girls on my show. Fresh and Fit had, over 4,000. If this is happening to me, girls lying on my name, that's just what they do, which it was on a live podcast. Some of you guys seen those episodes. If it happens to me and I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it's definitely happening to Myron. False allegations and just false stories, and girls, they mad because they can't take an L. You make a woman look stupid, you kick her on the show, she took an L, so her only get back is to make up a story and lie. So if it happened to me, I know for sure it's happening to him. This does not mean that it's true at all. At all, at all. I digress. Let's continue on. It seems like two chicks are leaving.
Oh, they're leaving?
All right, self castles.
Slut walk.
Two cows left.
Slut walk. Let's go.
Everything really is bigger in Texas.
Can't handle.
Yo, who cares?
Yeah,
disgusting.
Move
Anyway,
along. Move
bro.
along.
Yeah, man. Bro, they got up like they're gonna probably have to come back. Get your fat asses the fuck up out of here, man.
Bro, no ass, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Were you assaulted? What? Like a lot of us have been assaulted.
Oh,
yeah. I would have kicked that chick out just for lying. I would have been like, oh yeah. Nah, we not doing that. You up out of here. That's just stupid. But I want to hear this. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this at all, so I'm a little curious. Let's see.
When I was a kid, when I was 18 in college, I just started college. It had been multiple times. Even when I was in a relationship, I was in church. I was getting a degree to go be a children's pastor at 18, and I got sex trafficked by a man.
So she's speaking from hurt. She's speaking from hurt. Hurt people like to hurt other people. She's projecting, since in her past she was hurt by a man, then she's projecting her insecurities and her negative experiences of dealing with men onto Myron. Oh, well, it has to be true what these girls are saying. This is why she said it as if it's true. These false allegations, or these allegations that these other women are saying about Myron, because she was hurt herself. Hurt people like to hurt people.
Who had a body count of 300 because if porn is so okay for men, if that's fine, and he was pushed to have having a high body count inside, he did that, and then he was raped.
How old were you at the time?
18.
You're an adult. You're retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Hey, yo, zero accountability. That's funny.
How am I the retarded one?
Because you made a decision to go off with a guy and you're an adult.
No, I didn't. Someone took me from my home.
Oh, okay. You were kidnapped?
Correct.
Okay. Did you go to the police?
And he was charged. Correct.
Okay.
We were in court for 2 years.
Okay. Did he get prosecuted and convicted and everything?
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that dude should go to jail for life. Matter of fact, it should be in an execution chair for people like him that, abduct women, sex, harm them, abuse them, and then sex traffic them and all of that type of stuff. We should have a certain law for those type of individuals where we stone them or something. I don't know. It should be, bad things should happen. But the thing is, even though bad things happened in her past, she's trying to attribute that to how Myron is speaking about men and women right now. Well, no, you're speaking from emotions. And that's what happens. This is why when that other chick was speaking, Myron shut her up because she didn't have anything good to say. She didn't even know about the prerequisites that a man has to meet in order for her to even care if he has a good heart and good values. Now, this chick is just speaking from literal emotions. Literally just emotions, bro. These chicks is in their feelings right now. That's why the two left. And like, if you could just read the room while Myron was speaking and stuff like that, you can read the room that, yeah, they were upset. They were big mad. That's why those two big chicks left. And that chick right there, she just upset in her feelings.
Okay. So two things can be true at the same time.
But here's the other thing too I find interesting. You went ahead and you just made an accusation. You said I assault women or something like that.
I don't think that was fair to Myron.
I didn't say assault. I named a list and I said that men can have money.
Assault.
Yeah, like men are the ones who are assaulting women to get a higher body count. Pay women.
Men are assaulting women to get a higher body count? You're asserting these claims. Myron isn't speaking about hurting women to get a higher body count, right? He was speaking about, well, becoming more attractive to women increases your chances of sleeping with them, but you don't necessarily have to exercise those options. But if you can become more attractive, right, the byproduct is, well, the probability is going to increase that women are going to want to sleep with you, which increases your sexual market value. If women want to sleep with you, then you have higher sexual market value. You don't have to exercise those options though, right? It's just the fact that they want to, they're attracted to you, you got higher value. She cannot understand that. She's taking it to the extreme because she experienced, she had negative experiences with men. Oh, well, the guy that had 300 bodies with me, he got that by watching porn and assaulting women. So I don't think that's good for men. What? Stupid.
For sex. Well,
that may be true, but I don't think it's fair to lob that accusation against
Myron. If we're going to go through numbers, women, if we're going to talk about like domestic, are you talking about like domestic violence?
Anything like that.
Yeah, actually, if we look at domestic violence stats and we look at like when it's one direction, it's women actually that beat on the men.
Raping, since we can't use the actual word. So who's doing that too? Women are assaulting men in that way at a young age.
Are we talking about domestic violence or are we talking about?
Well, if it's about body count, then what does hitting someone do? We're talking about.
We said assault. So
sexual assault.
I'm saying assault because you said not to say that word. So I'm
I'm
following your rules.
YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, guys, come on over to TikTok.
Yeah, that's the end of that. But yeah, she didn't know what she was talking about. And Myron was speaking facts at the end there. If you look at like domestic violence, women initiate the domestic violence at a higher rate, meaning that they're the ones that would initiate violence towards the man, but then the man retaliates and then the man gets charged for retaliating. And then also, if you look at lesbian couples, they have higher rates of domestic violence than male and female couples, and also male and male couples. So domestic violence cases between women and women outcompete all of the other domestic violence cases of heterosexuals and homosexual relationships. So, and then also if you look at like the old folks home and stuff like that, women are more likely to abuse or assault, old people, and then also young people as well. Any type of, people where, generally speaking, any type of what the data shows that when women is in a position of authority and has power over minors or the elderly, they tend to abuse that power by abusing them. These are just facts. You can look it up. But all right, good, man. So everybody that's tuning in right now, get the likes up, man. Good reaction. Shouts out to F&F and them boys over there. We're going to get to some more reactions too. But we got no one that came into the stream today for open panel debate night. I seen some people come in backstage, but their cameras was off. And then this other guy came up, his camera was on, but I was reacting to the content at that time. So listen, if you want to join the stream tonight and debate me about any topics tonight, come on up, click the link that's pinned in the YouTube comments, and I'll bring you on up. Let's get it. All right, so let's get to some more clips, man. Let's get to some more clips. I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown that I gave because, yeah, man, these red pill isn't going anywhere, bro. Not going anywhere. And even though I stopped doing and you know, some people think like, oh, Cooley, did you fully stop or are you fully stopping? Stop doing the dating and relationship content and bringing doing a girl show. I'm like, no, I didn't stop it. And why would I? The truth is, even when I started this podcast 3 years ago, actually, we just hit our 3-year mark. So
no Fugazee.
We just hit the 3-year mark. We hit that, I think like a few weeks ago. We're officially 3 years in, No Fugazee podcast, 3 years in, man. But even when I first started the podcast, I was only doing 1 episode a month. So for the first 6 months of me starting, I only did 1 episode a month. And then after that, I was doing 1 episode a week, right? It was times where maybe I would do like 2 girl shows within a week. But basically, like my show grew off of quality versus quantity, right? That's how my show grew. I created the clips starting off first, and then I showed my editors how to create the clips as well. And we only pushed out quality clips. That was the strategy, pushing out quality clips, and that's what made the show grow. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok only pushed out quality, only showed the, craziest stuff that happened on the show. So we was fine doing just 1 show a month or 1 show a week. Then as the show started to grow, then I started doing, like 2 shows a week, or let's say for a month, like 4 shows a month, sometimes 5 shows a month max. But Fresh and Fit, shouts out to them boys because they're in Miami where a lot of women is there. But I'm outside of Philadelphia. It's the recruiting process is just much different. But they're in Miami and they started off doing they was doing like dating and relationship shows like every day, like 5 days a week. So, yeah, man, if I was in a different location, I would have banged it out too like that. But it's different over here on this side. But we still get it done. And we actually have a full panel dating show this Saturday. It's going to air at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everyone that's tuning in today, make sure you tune into the dating show this Saturday. It's going to be a good one. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up some more clips, react to some more stuff. See if we can get some people to join debate night. Right?
Have you ever been in a Lambo? Would you like to go on a ride? Just to test it out and see how it
feels? If he lets me.
It's up to you. He says he gives you. He says he's cool with whatever you want to do. No, whatever you want to do.
It's up to him.
Whatever she wants to do.
It's up to you.
Okay, there you go.
Anything you want.
You down?
It's up to him. It's up to him.
He doesn't care. He really says whatever you want.
Yeah, so right now, no way this girl actually left her boyfriend to go with this other guy in a Lambo Urus. So the simple fact that, this is content, and if another man is speaking to your woman should not be speaking back. As a man, you should be speaking for your woman. Just like in the olden days, they would ask, if a man would approach a woman, he would ask, are you spoken for? Right? Because women are not speaking to men, and culturally it wasn't really acceptable for them to be speaking to other men if they had a man. So if another man was maybe interested, he would ask first, well, are you spoken for? She would say, she would either say, yes, she is. And then the man wouldn't speak to her anymore, meaning that she's taken, she's married, she's off the market. If she's not spoken for, then she would speak. If she's single, if she's on the market. So just the simple fact that this woman is speaking to other men, this is a red flag. Not only that, they asked her, hey, you want to go ahead and hop in a Urus and take a ride with my mans? And she's like, if he's okay with it. What?
Bruh.
The answer should be no. So you can't think for yourself. You don't know what your man would accept. You don't know what you would want. Just say no if you really don't want to, but it seems that you do. Let's continue on.
What's up, baby? It's up to you if you want to go with them or not.
Yeah, you want to
come back though?
Yeah, you coming back?
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
Yeah.
And he says, baby, it's up to you. It looks like they testing her. Baby, it's up to you if you want to go or not. And she's like, oh, okay, well, we going to come back then? She's probably hoping like, oh, don't take me back. Don't take me back here with this loser, right?
I'm not going to go. It's just you two. Are you down for a ride? We're all going to wait here.
You guys are going to wait here?
We're going to wait here. Yeah, he's going to drive.
All right, let's go.
Go.
My bad.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And she left. This is a prime example that women only get away with the things that you allow them to get away with. They only get away with the things that you allow them to get away with. Right off the bat, just for her speaking to another man and communicating like that, I would have broke up with her. I would have left her right then. Oh, that's no longer that's not my problem. That's your problem now. So that's what you do. Women only get away with what you allow them to get away with. And the man, you have power. Your only power is to walk away, right? When I say that, don't like women only get away with what you allow them to get away with. I'm not saying like restrict women from doing things. No. I'm saying that you leave them if they do anything that's not in accordance with what you would allow or with what you want. You leave them. You break up with them. You don't hit them. You don't abuse them. You don't have to even talk down on them. You just leave them. That's what you do.
My God, no way. No way. No way. No way. Bro, she's for the streets.
This is your first time in Lambo, actually?
She's for the streets. Hey, serio, pa? I just saved you from a girl.
Even know that.
Hey, hold up. Chugs.
Even the boy's like, oh, nah, she for the streets. She for the streets, bro. And he like, man, I can't believe she got in a whip. Like, I thought this was the one. Whole time he thinking, like, this is how you know he was pedestalizing the woman. Because, like, the woman is really not supposed to have a mind of her own. Her mind is your mind. Y'all supposed to be in sync. Right? In sync. In biblical scriptures, it says when your husband and wife get married, you join and become one. Right? Y'all supposed to be in sync. She should already know. Why are you? Don't open your mouth to another man. That's dumb. So she shouldn't have spoke. Then, wait, you going with another man? Even if I tell you, yeah, go ahead. She should know, like, no, this is a test and my man would never want me to go and do this. So I'm going to say no. Because she had the choice to say no. Even if the man said, yeah, go ahead. She had the choice to say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to disrespect myself and I'm not going to disrespect my man. Right?
Hold up. No. Come here.
All right, we out.
No, wait, pa. You don't deserve that, pa. Serio.
Do you want to drive?
Babe.
Oh, homie.
Baby, come here, baby.
You don't deserve that. I'll fuck with you.
And she ain't even get out the car.
Hey.
Oh, man. Homie walking away and all she got to say is, baby, come on, baby. She ain't get out the car, chase him down like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Got on her knees, started crying like, please take me back, baby, please. She ain't do none of that. She don't love you like that, dog. It was just your turn.
Hey, man. You don't ever deserve. She doesn't even get out the fucking car, pa.
Wait, that's crazy.
Oh, they thinking like me. They like, look, she didn't even get out the car.
That's crazy.
How long y'all been talking?
Hey, pa, Terio, you come with us tomorrow, you can party, we get you all the shorties you want. But in my worst enemy's life, I would never wish that.
Have you ever been in a Lambo?
Hey, that's a fact. Yeah, there's a few things that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and that is one of them. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, I wouldn't wish, like, you know, a few things, and that is one of them. Because, man, that sucks. Oh, man. Homie took an L. Big L, man. Big L. All right. Let's get to another clip. Where everybody at, man? Like, let's get these debates popping off. Again, if you want to join the stream for Open Panel Debate Night, click the first link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. You can join to debate. We're live on Facebook too. Come on over to YouTube and we can debate about any topic you want. The feminist, the atheist, come on up. I welcome you to join the stream to Open Panel Debate Night. Or if you are a hater and you truly dislike me and the content that I create and my beliefs and my perspectives, come on up too. I welcome you. Or if you just have a different opinion than mine or a point of contention, a disagreement, and you want to say, hey, Cooley, you said this before, I disagree, click on the link, come on up. I'll bring you on the stream. It's that simple. Okay, let's get to some more clips. And we're only an hour and a half in. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get people in here. Sometimes it takes a little while, especially being shadow banned and stuff like that too. Well, we only had a little under 300 on YouTube. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get them in. Juan, no, I'm not live on TikTok. It actually, you know what? I can go live on TikTok right now, though. I'm gonna go live on my phone. Nah, when I did that before, like transitioning them over, it was, let me try to go live this way. What's up, Wicked?
Are you live on Crazy Ben TikTok?
Nah,
That's usually how we get. That's usually how we get them in here.
Yeah, I was just reading a comment from Juan about that. I'm
that's
not
what
live
I just
on
saw him
TikTok.
say that.
Let me. I'm gonna try to do it through Restream. I'm gonna do that now. Appreciate you though, man.
Yeah, see if we can get him in here. You know.
Got you. Let's see if we could go live on TikTok and let's do a streaming not allowed. Why isn't it's not allowing me to connect on TikTok from Restream how I used to? I'm not sure why. Yeah, not let me do that. You know what? What I'm gonna do is, I got y'all chat. You gonna do this? I'm gonna go live on my phone. I'm gonna go live on my phone and then put the link in the comments on TikTok and have people come on over. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. All right, let's start up the live from the phone. Where we at? Right there. All right, we are live on TikTok right now. I'm streaming on my phone. And let me go ahead and prop this up right here. Here we go. All right, everybody that's watching on TikTok as you're coming in, I'm live right now on Facebook and YouTube, and it's Open Panel Debate Night. I'm streaming. So if anyone wants to join the stream tonight from TikTok, come on over to YouTube or Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the TikTok comments. Let me go ahead and do that right now. What's going on, y'all? A lot of people joining on TikTok already. All right, let me get this link real quick. And everybody that's on Facebook, thanks for patiently waiting. 1 second. All right, folks, on TikTok, if you want to join the stream, you're not going to join through TikTok, but what you're going to do is you're going to join. How the heck do you write a comment on TikTok? Can I make a comment on my own TikTok? I should be able to. Let me see. I tried this before. It didn't work. Hey, who knows how to comment on TikTok? Can I comment on my own stream? I should be able to. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and what you want to debate about. Okay, someone came up, but then he left. I think that was a Javar, I believe his name. Javar, if you want to debate tonight, come on up. Click the link. I'll bring you on up. We got Dr. Frizzlefrost sends in $2. Hopefully I can come up on a off day while you live. Yeah, man. Hopefully so. Glad to have you up. Appreciate the support. Okay, let me figure this out. How do I make a comment? No, that's invite. Oh, that's invite guest. Love your content. Appreciate you, man. Keep Sake Tattoo Studios. Appreciate you. Bro, I don't think you can make a comment on TikTok when you're live. This is gay. TikTok may be the gayest platform. It's probably hey, look, I'm live right now too on everybody on TikTok. I'm live right now on YouTube and Facebook. It's open panel debate night. So, what's this? Join. I switch over from YouTube. Yeah, okay, JB, good. Yeah, JB, comment. So, JB, put the link, copy the link from YouTube and put the link in TikTok, and I should be able to pin it. Yeah, I can. So, JB, copy the link to join the stream from YouTube and paste it over in TikTok, in the TikTok comments, and then I can pin that comment. I just checked. It allowed me to pin a comment. So that's what we can do. Everybody on Facebook, we live. It's open panel debate night. All the feminists, all the atheists, anybody that wants to debate, all the haters, anybody that has a different opinion or a point of contention with any of the things that I say, come on up and let's debate. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're live on TikTok right now. I'm going to give you the link to join the stream because you're not going to join the TikTok live stream, but you're going to have to join the YouTube stream. So I'm going to have that link for you. Yep, we just got the link. Let's see. Pin this comment. Pinned it. Okay. So we got the comment pinned on TikTok. It's from JB. You'll see that link there. So everybody that's on TikTok, the pinned comment by JB, that's the link to join the stream. And when you click that link, you'll be live in front of the TikTok audience and in front of YouTube and Facebook. But that's the link you got to click. All right, we got some people joining the stream. We got Javar and Drew. Let's bring this person up first. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. What do you want to debate about? Put your face in the camera for me. Okay. There you go. All right, Javar. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. No audio from you, but can you hear me? If you have your audio connected to your car, okay, you're off of mute. So on the app, you're off of mute. I can see that you're not on mute. That's good. But try speaking for me. Nah, I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Someone said no car debates. Y'all funny, man. So Javar, leave out and then come back in. Maybe it's something with the connection or something. And you probably have other apps up. So close down your other apps that's utilizing your microphone, and then it'll work. So close down the other apps that you're using and only click on this, only click on the link, then it'll work perfectly fine. So do that. Yo. Still no audio. Still no audio, man. Everybody that's tuning in on TikTok, you see I'm just live on my phone right now on TikTok, but come on over to, well, if you want to debate tonight, I did pin a link. It's by JB, so if you go to the comments, it's a pinned comment by JB, and that's the link to join the stream. Yeah, that's going to be the link to join the stream. Everybody on YouTube and Facebook, man, just click the link in the YouTube description, the link in the YouTube comments, and I'll bring you on up. Nah, I can't hear you, Javar. Close out all of the other apps you have up on your phone, and then also disconnect any Bluetooth or anything that you may have to the phone, because that could be utilizing the audio, which is why we can't hear you. So I'm going to kick you out, but then come back in. All right. Where are we at? Everybody on TikTok right now, it's open panel debate night. So come on up. Let's debate. We can debate about a few things here. So I'll give you a little bit of my worldview. I follow Christian ethics. That's what I believe in. Also, I'm not an atheist. I think that atheists are dumb. I think that feminism is a lie. I think that blacks have a victim mindset for the most part. I think that women should be submissive and subordinate to their man. I think that 99% of cases, men and women being platonic friends really don't work. It's not truly platonic. Yeah. So come on up. The atheists, the feminists, the black people with the victim mindset, the whites too. The whites, come on up. If you're, well, I believe that, race is real from a genetic perspective and blacks are inferior. Come on up. I welcome you. So I see that someone just joined through TikTok. Tim, I see you up here, Tim. Tim, you have to join through YouTube. Someone said, add people on TikTok, Cooley. It'll get interesting quick. These streets different than YouTube. Yeah, I know it's a little bit different than YouTube. And these TikTok folks do not want the smoke at all. But yeah. So Tim, I see you just joined. On TikTok. Come on over to YouTube. Snow Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. And the link to join the stream is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be the link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. The link is also pinned in the TikTok comments as well. Yeah, it's pinned in the TikTok comments too. But yeah, I don't hear any audio or anything from you, Tim. I see you in here, but I don't. Let me turn the volume up. Maybe I'm not hearing it. That's why. Tim, I think I'm hearing a little bit audio now from you on TikTok. But Tim, can you hear me? Okay, so Tim, come on. If you want to debate, come on over to YouTube. It's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. Let me turn off that. There we go. All right, Tim, speak for me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you come on over to YouTube to join the stream?
I mean, can you send a link or something that I can follow or try to get on to that or no?
Yeah, what you want to debate about?
I mean, I got plenty of options, but no, I just try to talk to you. So no, I just don't know how to do the YouTube link.
Yeah, so what you do is just go to YouTube. It's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. Just like the TikTok, go to YouTube. And then in the live comments on YouTube, you just click the link that's pinned and you can join the stream. But we got Javar backstage. We got Tony Styles backstage as well. Going to bring some people up. So do that for me, Tim. Let me go ahead and let you go. All right, go ahead and do that now. I guess TikTok do be popping, man. I gotta get my TikTok game up. All right. Quick break. Quick bathroom break. I went to the gym before I did a stream and been drinking water all day. I already drank 2 of these. I'm on my 3rd one, and I gotta take a piss, man. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And then I'm bringing up Javar and Tony Styles. So don't go anywhere. All right, we are back, ladies and gents. Sorry for the wait, but hopefully we got rid of some of the gays. All right, let's try this again. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Speak for me, Javar. Let's see if we can hear you.
Yo, peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good. So, Javar, what do you want to debate about tonight?
Shit, where we was at last time? We was talking about the women was here first, and then you never answered my question. If did God get lonely and create man, or did man get lonely and create God?
Yeah, I don't really remember what we were speaking about. I debate so many people and have so many people up. And by the way, the people that's listening to me on Facebook right now, I'm debating someone via YouTube. So come on over to YouTube. Everyone that's tuning in on TikTok, we got a lot of people in here right now. Come on over to YouTube. It's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. The same name on TikTok is on YouTube. And it's the quality of the stream is going to be much better too. So come on over to YouTube. And then the people, you can join the stream too, right from YouTube, because the link is pinned in the YouTube description. All right. So Javar, you're saying, so you refreshed my memory a little bit. You said that you believe that the woman was created before the man.
Correct.
Okay. And you want me to, you just asked a question. What's that question exactly?
The question is, did God get lonely and create man, or did man get lonely and create God?
Got it. So your question assumes that God can get lonely, like a man or men can get lonely. That's what your question assumes. So I disagree. I disagree with your presupposition. What you presuppose that God can get lonely, I disagree. I don't think that God can get lonely. So your question would be an invalid question under my worldview. Can you turn on your camera so that everyone can hear you?
You talking to me?
I mean, yeah, can you turn on your cameras or a light or something so everyone can see you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically saying you're not answering my question. Basically, you saying you just say man got lonely and created God. You can go with that then, huh? Because God don't get lonely and he can't create man.
No, your question is invalid. You are assuming.
How you gonna say my question is invalid? Like, it's a
Okay,
yes or
let
no.
me.
You just say.
I'll explain to you, right?
All right.
I'll explain. This is what your question sounds like, right? Is a truck created from a zebra, or is the zebra created from the truck? Give me a yes or no to that.
All right, say that again. So I can,
is the truck created from the zebra, or is the zebra created from the truck? Yes or no? Which one?
Well, the truck ain't created from the zebra at all. Trucks ain't made out of zebras. And zebras ain't made out
exactly. Exactly. Now you understand my point. God cannot feel lonely, and man did not create God. Man cannot create God. So your question is invalid. It's a stupid question.
That's a stupid. You just running from the answer. It's either all right. Let's just say man got lonely and created God. Or you can skip past it like last time. All right, but look, okay. So let's get back to where the woman at. You don't want to answer the question. Like
no.
Listen,
Javar.
You're saying your God doesn't get lonely. So my question is invalid, but it's not an invalid question because man can get lonely and create God. A zebra ain't made out of trucks. A man can get lonely and create God though. So you're
okay.
But you're trying to come on, man.
If the man can create God in your worldview, if the man can create God, then who created the man?
I'm asking you. You're not answering my question.
No. Listen. Your question, Javar. Listen. Time out. Can a truck create a zebra? Did the truck create the zebra, or did the zebra create the truck? You just said yourself, well, that question is invalid because, well, trucks don't come from zebras and can't create it, and it can't happen the other way around because zebras can't create a truck. That's two different things. It just can't happen that way. Two different entities. Right. Like the question is dumb.
Use that same argument against God.
It's the same argument. Okay, if it's the case, okay,
God
Javar
can create man, and man can't create God. So
okay, Javar
zebra can't get created out of the truck.
Got it. In your worldview, how can man create God?
The same way how you believe in it now. He created God. He created God.
Create is a creation. Is creating something just a belief?
Is creating something just a belief?
Yeah, like so if you believe you're a millionaire, listen, time out. If Javar, if you believe that you're a millionaire, can you create $1 million instantly? Can you just create it? Can the belief itself create $1 million? No, it cannot. That's stupid.
It's the action behind the belief.
Okay, so if it's the action, if it's the action behind the belief, then you're telling me that a man can actually create God, an entity, an almighty being himself? How can a finite being create an eternal being?
He just did, man. You're asking somebody it's so far fetched. Is it so far fetched for a God? No, you laughing, but is it so far fetched for man to create God? For all this
Javar,
shit
if you didn't eat breakfast this morning, how would you feel? If you didn't eat breakfast this morning, how would you feel?
What point did you make? I don't eat breakfast, bro. I eat one time a day, bro. You're not making no point, bro. So we can go to the next question.
Oh man.
Be here all day.
Oh man, listen. Your mindset is, you know what? I'm going to refrain from the ad hominems for right now. I'll give you a little grace, right? let's just say this, Javar. So you believe that God created the woman first. Do you believe that God has a creator?
I told you, I believe the universe. I believe God is consciousness, and consciousness created everything. And the universe, I told you how the universe created is called a discus piscis. It started with that, and then came to the Holy Trinity. Then it turned into the flower of life, as Jewish people use as a 6-point star, but they get it from the flower of life. Everything is everything is copied off real science, and you're getting a person's ideal from it. Like I was like before you cut me off, I was talking about the sun. All religions worship suns. The Jewish people, they worship the Star of David. The Moors and the Muslims,
Yeah, 1 second here. Tim, come on over to YouTube, Tim. It's No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube, man. You came over?
The Moors, they and the Muslims, they worship the crown.
Hold up, Javar. Hold up. Now, Tim, are you trying to debate or you just wanted to join the stream?
I mean, both, really.
And what did you want to debate about?
Pretty much just what you said.
Okay, you have a different point of view than I do?
I mean, you asked about the creator, and I think you asked your bar about who created so-and-so. So,
do you believe that God created the man first or the woman first?
I mean, it doesn't really too much matter. We was all created.
Okay, all right. So you're all right, cool. You know what, Tim? Send me a DM on TikTok. I will personally send you the link. So message me on TikTok right now. Send me a message, and I will personally send you the link.
So who do you think created who?
Yeah. I will send you the link so you can join. All right.
I guess.
Or you can just go over to YouTube, No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. You'll find the stream, right? I'm going to be live. And you click the link that's pinned in the comments. You can come on up. My bad, Javar. Let me, how do I? Okay. Yeah, get that guy out of here. All right. We're still live on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's much better quality video. All right. So, Javar, listen, man. I'm going to ask you a question, right? First, you believe that God is conscious. Well, you don't really believe in God. You just believe that consciousness created everything, right?
Man, this shit breaking up. Can you hear me?
Not really. You're breaking up, but how about you leave the stream and come back in? Try that. Let's bring up some more folks, because that was a low IQ conversation anyway. Couldn't really hold up. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. What do you want to debate about?
Well, it was just about the God thing. I don't know. Like you said, you talked to me about, you talked to a lot of people. I was on here last year. We talked about how women really date for ego. That's what they're into and all that. I said, come on my show. You know, I got a bunch of basketball people on my show. You said, come on the show. That's the last time we talked. But yeah, there's a God. And there's like the best way I can tell you how you can find it, and you can go visit God yourself, and you don't even have to ask about it. Are you familiar with the gateway process?
No, but what's your belief first? You do believe in God? Are you a Christian, Muslim? What are you?
I'm not a Christian. I'm more into esoteric knowledge, spiritual along the spiritual
Oh, you're
lines.
spiritual. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're spiritual. And God, what would be, describe God for me from your worldview? What is the ontology of God? How is God distinct from us? Give me just a quick overview of your view of God.
God's just a pure frequency, pure energy, tapped into just understanding everything about everything. That's kind of the goal of everything.
So God is everything?
Yeah, God's everything. So it's God shattered himself into, a quadrillion pieces, whatever number you want to use. Spark of you, spark of me. Everybody has an experience. It taps in. It goes to a thing called the Akashic records, where God taps into, learns every experience about everything. So God is just based kind of like quantum physics.
So God is today, basically Lucy. You ever seen the movie Lucy? How Lucy just,
something along those lines.
Broke into many pieces, and she was frequencies, and she knew everything.
Yeah.
So that's Lucy is who God is. And if anyone doesn't know the movie Lucy, Scarlett Johansson, which is what's her character name? And a Black Widow, which is Scarlett Johansson. She played Lucy in a movie where it's basically exactly what he just described. So if it's the case that God, from your worldview, is just broken up into a million trillion different pieces, and it's God is in everything, then how do you make a distinction from what's good and what's bad? If God is in everything, so God is in the bad and God is also in the good, how do you make a distinction of what is truly good and what is truly bad?
Well, if it takes your agency and your autonomy and puts it at a negative or at a loss, if there's a tangible loss, that would be more so bad. However, though, the more and more you understand that there really is no such thing as bad, because everything's a new learned experience, and you have to bless the ones who broke you because they're the ones who built you. So you grow through the negative. You don't grow through the positive. You know what I mean? Without order, nothing can exist, but without chaos, nothing evolves.
So it has to be a tangible loss. So if it's the case that let's say you lie to someone, but there's no tangible loss, meaning that they don't lose anything physically, and you continue to lie and manipulate people, but there's no tangible loss, would that be good in your eyes for people to lie and manipulate people without any tangible loss?
Right. That's taken away, and I brought that up too. That's taken away from agency. So if you're lying and manipulating, I don't get to react in self-agency. You are manipulating a picture for my reaction. So you're not giving me my self-agency.
And by agency, what do you mean by agency?
My own choices, my own free will, my own self-governance. Yeah, that kind of thing. Agency, self-agency.
Okay, got it. So then you do believe in free will?
Definitely, there's definitely free will.
All right, I'm just writing that down. You do believe in free will. Okay, got it. So I understand. I'm just trying to understand your worldview a little bit more. This is why I'm asking questions to see if it holds up. So I'm still trying. I find it a little hard to understand if it's the case that God, from your worldview, how you explained it, is in everything. In everything. So is he in the choices that we make?
Yeah.
The good and the bad?
Yeah.
So if God is in the good and the bad choices that we make, then is God also bad?
Yes, because we need the bad to grow. That's what I'm saying. There's no good without bad. We've already been over
Got it.
That's what I was saying.
So from your worldview, bad is like God would be good and bad. So if God is good and bad, how do you have free will with an entity? How can an entity give free will if the entity is also bad?
Because then the entity is giving us the entire range of the spectrum of choices.
No, I'll restate the question a different way. If we have free will, but God is in all of our choices, whether if it's good or bad, how can we have free will if free will is the ability to make choice freely, but God is the one that is making the choice with us?
He's along for I say he, but that's not the correct term. But anyways, it's, English.
You want to say it? You want to say it? You can say it.
It, yeah.
From your worldview, it.
It's along for the ride to see the experience and live out the experience. That's it. It's not there because that's what it prefers. Because, for example, when it sees you act negatively in this way, it sees the way the ego spirals out of the way in their reaction to you. And that's a learned process. And everything is more learned that way. So you're putting good and bad. Like, I don't really necessarily use what's good and bad like that, because it's all good in the end, because it's all a lesson learned. And think of it like this.
So does God cause us to do the good or do the bad?
No.
Okay. God is in it only to what? Like observe it, to be there along for the ride, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so God is just there to observe it, but he's not behind the wheel driving it. He doesn't cause us to do any actions.
No.
Got it. So if God doesn't cause us to do, so this is how you're saying that we have free will, because God just basically knows everything. He can observe everything, but he doesn't cause us to do any actions from your worldview.
But it's right, but it's not like he knows it like that. It's like, have you ever heard of quantum information holography?
I know about quantum information, but the holography, no, I'm not sure what that means at all.
Holography, so it's like a holograph, right? So this guy named Jason Pageant, he woke up with savant syndrome. They're actually going to make a movie about him. He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube. You can look it up, quantum information, QIH. But he breaks down on the way this all works. So God knows you're going to do things, but he just knows it by probabilities. Like, for example, you said you went to the gym earlier today, right? He knew 95% chance you were going to go. He knew 19 out of 20 versions of you were going to go to the gym. Then he knew, 12 out of 20 versions of you were going to do this stream tonight. And just, there's different things that have higher probabilities, lower probabilities, and it works. And especially the more you start understanding about like quantum
okay,
physics,
yeah, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. You're just speaking about people have different many different options, and since they have different options, they have many different choices, and then based off, then it gives it different probabilities based off what choice they may choose, based off what they experience, and things like that. I understand that, but I'm simply trying to grasp here morality itself, right? If it's the case that God is good and bad, he's both, then what would be, how can we make a distinction of what's morally good?
What's morally good?
Because we can just say, well, because you I'm sorry to cut you off, because you gave me two things. First, you said, well, what's morally bad is what's tangible, right? So if it's the case, if it's tangible, then you add it on. Well, it's tangible, but it's also has to incorporate with agency. If it interferes with your ability of free will, then that would be bad. If it doesn't interfere with your ability of free will, then it's good. And if it's tangible, and if it's not tangible, then it's good. I understand that. What I'm saying here is, though, if God is bad and also good, how do we know? Like, how can there be a distinction of, like, so does the good and the bad all come from God?
Yes, it all comes from the same source. And if you're looking for more of a distinction, that's why I was saying, if you've ever heard of the gateway process, what it is it's a declassified document. It's on the CIA's website. The government studied this 50 years ago. If you got the money, you can go to the Monroe Institute. They give classes on it every time.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
I'm just asking what's the distinction.
Oh, yeah. Him, you think your brain, and then you can go off to different dimensions, and then you can actually ask God himself this. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's the difference in what I believe in. I can give you a step-by-step how to go see.
Got it. So the only way to know if you're in the good or if you're in the bad is you have to go to God himself.
No, this is the way.
Or go to God itself.
No, this is the way you can know if you're in the good or the bad itself. I was just giving you an example. All you can do is confess everything you do honestly to someone else. And if you have no shame, resolve, or remorse, or you don't try to hide it in it, that's how you know when you're operating in the good.
Yeah, but explain to me how, if you lie to people and manipulate people, how would that interfere with their ability to free will?
Oh, here, I'll give you a really a good case in point, right? So there was a woman I dated, okay? She said, come back to me, we'll get married, we'll get a house, we'll do all this type of stuff together, right? Like she sold me all these dreams on like being together forever, right? This is when I didn't understand women that well. Cool, I did, right? So I left this one woman who ended up becoming a doctor for this woman, who ended up leaving me for another man, right? She took my free agency of having a girl that didn't cheat, a girl that didn't lie, a girl that was going to be a doctor and all that. And instead, that took my agency through her lies. That's how that affected my
but
choice.
what free will would mean that you have the ability to you can say no. Even if someone lies to you, even if someone lies to you with free will, you would be an intelligent being. So you have the ability to know if they're lying or not, right? So,
I got you, but
listen to this. What I'm saying is very simple. If it's the case that, well, what is bad is if it is tangible, then it's bad. And if it interferes with your ability to act out free willingly, your agency, I'm giving you a scenario. And there's many scenarios, many cases where if you have free will, this means that you have you have intelligibility. With intelligibility, you have the ability to overcome manipulation and to not to see if someone is lying, right? To understand like, this is shady. This doesn't make sense. This is a lie. So therefore, if you can sense and observe the lie and observe the person manipulating, you will not be affected by the manipulator and the lie. So then how can the manipulator and the liar be bad if you're not affected by it? Or my question is, if you're not affected by the manipulator or the lie, is it still bad? Is manipulating and lying still bad if the person isn't affected by it?
Right. So then I would say no, it's not on that regard. If it doesn't work, like for example, when they try to call me and scam me. So when they try to call and scam me, when they would try and call and scam me, with the overseas telemarketers and stuff like that, I would say no. But when they do successfully scam others, then yeah, that would be the bad part. There we go.
But when that is the flaw in your ideology. Because if we extrapolate this, we can extrapolate this to many different other scenarios, and we can map this on. And it's if the effect, or I think I lost connection for a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I lost connection for a quick second there. So here's the flaw within the ideology, right? Because this can map on to many different scenarios, and I'll demonstrate it. If it's the case that someone, an individual, can manipulate and they can lie and they can do these acts and it isn't bad because there's no effect from it, then we can say the same thing for someone that steals from you, someone that grapes someone, someone that
I would disagree
has an incestual relationship. So let's just speak about incest for a second. Would incest under your worldview be bad?
I think it would be bad as far as are we talking morally?
Yeah, would it be morally bad for some
Yeah, I think
for family members to have sex?
Yeah, morally, sure.
Okay, so that would be bad.
And then
but how would it be? But real quick, and just keep that question. But if we can, if I can demonstrate for you how an incestual relationship will not result into any tangible effects or any effects of someone's free will, then would incest change to good?
I think it would change to indifference at that point.
Wait. Why would this change to indifference and the lying and the manipulator wouldn't change to indifference?
Because name somebody that's lied a bunch that has never, ever effectively, tangibly took from someone. That never lied to get something out of them. That would be the difference.
I mean, it's many people lie all the time, and the lie wouldn't affect certain people. And the manipulator doesn't have the ability to influence the person that they're trying to manipulate.
Right. So let's say Joe for 40 years have lied nonstop. He's never once manipulated or affected anybody.
You said Joe, he lied and manipulated, but he never affected 40 years, anyone.
Right? But he never affects anybody. That would just be a staggering odds. Eventually, if you lie and manipulate enough, you're going to get better at your skill and your craft, just like anybody else. And that's where it will cause the tangible loss. So it doesn't cause.
No, you're assuming real quick. You're assuming that it would be tangible loss for someone else. I'm letting you know that in a lot of cases, I can agree that it would be. It would definitely be, generally speaking, more than generally, if you're lying and manipulating people, it's going to be some tangible loss in some way, a tangible effect in some way, and it won't affect within their free will. It could affect their ability to utilize their free will, but still not even. It's still not the only way to truly affect someone's ability to act out free willingly would be like if you suppress someone from physically acting. Then you can say, well, that's one aspect there. If you physically hold someone down or lock them in a cage and tie them up, then they physically can't act, but they still have their thoughts. So then they can still think. So then they still are free willingly to think. But listen to this, right? If it's the case that two male brothers, right? They're twins. Two male twins have an incestual relationship. It's incest. There's no side effect of a baby because they're males, so they can't get pregnant, right? Then also, where's the harm factor? They're twins. They're the same age and they're adults, so there's no harm factor there. There wouldn't be any tangible loss there that we can say, and it will not affect their free will to them to act out freely because they free willingly want to involve themselves in this incestual relationship. From your worldview, that would have to be good. You said that it would be indifferent, but if lying and manipulating is good, then this would have to be good too. What makes this indifferent and lying and manipulating without any effect makes it good from your worldview? And once again, I'm on TikTok right now. Everybody that I'm speaking to, hold up. This is not my worldview. I'm doing an internal critique on this person that I'm speaking to on YouTube. So come on over to YouTube if you really want to listen to this conversation at No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. But go ahead, Tony. The floor is yours. Answer that question for me. What's the difference?
Yeah, so I never said it was good or bad. Like, you're the one that gets in this binary thing of good or bad. And I think there's many shades of gray where something is just indifferent. Like, for example, when you ate lunch today, that wasn't good or bad. That was just what was.
But Tony, you did say that you did say that it would be bad, Tony, and then you did say that it would be good. You said that for lying and manipulating, it would be bad if there's tangible loss.
Right.
So if there's tangible loss and if it affects their free will, and then also you said the same thing that it would be bad if someone is involved in an incest relationship.
Yeah, bad from a medical standpoint. That's where the bad. You said there are no medical standpoints.
No. Bad from a moral standpoint. We're speaking about morals here.
Oh, moral. Okay, morals. So my morals, yes, but I'm not God in that regard. Okay, so I'm Tony's point of view, living life from Tony's point of view, right?
So is morality subjective?
Morality is definitely subjective, without a doubt.
Okay, so if morality
is it moral to step over the bum on the street, saying that was his own decisions that led that to him, or you should give him the buck? Morality is definitely subjective, and you see that with everybody do it, because no way is wrong in that scenario. The bum put him in that position, and giving him a buck is just the same.
Well, how can you believe in an entity, right? An entity, what you call it, that created everything and that lives basically or is along with the ride for everything and in everyone, how can you say that it's subjective if this being created the good and the bad?
He created it for the subjectivity of you to decide what's good and bad.
Okay,
Universal
so we decide. Got it. So us human beings, that makes sense now from your worldview. So us human beings, we decide what's good and what's bad. So if it's the case that we decide what's good and what's bad, and morality itself is all subjective, then what would make you morally right in this conversation and me morally wrong? Or what would make you right and wrong? Nothing. Because if morals are subjective, then truth would also be subjective.
No, there's objective truth.
What would be objectively truth if it's not because you can involve morality within everything. Anything can.
True, right. So objectively true, the timestamp right now is 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 49 seconds. That's the objective truth. We don't have to argue how long you've been online. That's an objective truth.
Okay. And if you say, right, you just said that it's an objective truth and you gave a time, right? That's a bad example because there's different time zones, so that wouldn't be objectively true in a different time zone.
No. We're going how long you've been running your live right now for 2 hours, 25 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, I got you saying. So that would be objectively true from your worldview. Got it. Now, if I say that, well, that isn't true, you would say that I'm lying, right? Say you just you said my live stream was however long it is right now. Let's just say I say it's 2 hours, 25 minutes. You said my live stream is 2 hours and 25 minutes. From your worldview, that is objectively true. Yeah. What if I then say that you're lying, it hasn't been running for 2 hours and 25 minutes, it's only been running for 5 minutes?
I would say YouTube's lying then. Or Restream or whatever's got your time counter on there.
Okay. No, but I'm telling you that I'm not looking at none of that. I'm just saying that, no, it's only been running. What I'm showing here, I'm observing only 5 minutes. Would I be wrong or right?
Well, I don't know. I would say you'd be wrong in this scenario. I guess we'd have to go to a third party, such as YouTube or a neutral party, to find out what's objectively true then.
No, from your worldview, it's objectively true that the stream has been running for 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Oh, I guess you're wrong. Then I would go no. I would screenshot it. I would have people screenshot it. We would show what the live stream.
I'm asking, but my question is, would I be wrong?
Yes, you'd be wrong.
Okay, wrong, right? Now, with me being wrong, is that bad or good?
It depends how your ego takes it. Generally speaking, it's good being wrong.
If I'm lying, listen, if I'm lying, because it's a lie, right? I'll be telling a lie because it's objectively true that the stream's been running for 2 hours and 27 minutes now, but let's just stick with 2 hours, 25 minutes because that's what we're speaking about. If it's the case that it's objectively true, because I'm trying to point out that you really can't make a distinction from what's true and what's good and what's a lie and what's bad. The truth is good
or bad though. That's been you.
No. Yeah, but I'm arguing that you can't make a distinction from it. It actually goes together. You can't have. What I'm saying is you can make certain distinctions from it as far as like, well, this is true and this, but altogether, good is inserted within truth, and bad is inserted within what's not true. Right would be inserted with true. Wrong would be inserted with bad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we can also,
so if it's the case,
consider true and bad. That's subjective too, though.
What's subjective?
Like if something can be true, but it can still be bad.
If something can be true and it can still be bad, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can make a distinctions from it, but what I'm saying is, if it's true, it's good to know the truth. It's good to have the truth.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always going to be good to know the truth and good to have the truth. Now, the truth itself, knowing that, that you got the truth that your mother died. Well, your mother dying would be bad. But the truth itself, truth itself would always be good to know, because you would want to know if your mother died or if your mother was living. It's always good to know the truth. Now, one could argue, well, it's not always good to know the truth, because what if you can't handle the truth? Well, then that person has a deficiency. They're lacking in something, because only the truth can set you free. Then you'll always have to cope all the time. You have to cope with reality. So the truth is that truth is tied to good. That's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, now let's get back to your worldview, right? So if it's the case that you say that, well, morals is subjective, well, truth is not subjective. You said that there are objective truths. If there's objective truths, this would means that there has to be some objective morality.
Oh yeah, there's objective morality, like there's such as universal laws that stay consistent.
Well, that's what I want to know. Okay, so if it's now you're confusing me, man. I thought you said morals is just subjective, but now it is objective.
I think you're confusing yourself. Like, you're the ones trying to add morals, right? That's a human construct, right? In the animal kingdom, there's no such things as morals and things like that. That's a human's construct. We've come up with the thing of morals and rights.
Are we animals?
And they're, yeah, we
We're
are
not animals.
We're
not animals at all.
Huh?
Do animals have free will?
Yeah, they have free will. They can choose to run, or they can choose to sit on their ass.
Animals have free will like we have free will?
They don't have a certain level of consciousness, but they have free wills. Does a sloth decide if it wants? Does a sloth decide if it wants to climb the tree or not?
Yeah,
or
I would say that animals don't have the ability of free will like we have free will. But
no, we just have a higher level of consciousness.
Ultimately,
they have more
then
free will.
Ultimately, though, you do believe that basically, well, all right. So real quick, answer this for me then.
Go for
is morality subjective or is morality objective? Let's get a clear answer on that.
Morality subjective. If you go country by country, the morality varies country to country. Morality varies.
I'm not talking about that. Okay. Yeah. So if morality varies person to person, then what would make morality objective?
If everybody could agree to the base principles of self-agency and not to harm someone in self-agency, but nobody's going to agree to those principles, or they will on the surface and continue to do the shit they do. Got
it. But the entity that you believe in, it cannot make it objective. Only human beings can make it objective. So human beings have more ability than the entity that you believe in.
No. On what they're going to follow, right? The one that I believe has 12 laws: law of divine oneness, law of vibration, law of correspondence, law of attraction, law of action, law of cause and effect, law of compensation, law of perpetual transmutation of energy, law of relativity, law of polarity, law of rhythm, and law of gender.
Right.
And other than that, there ain't shit else.
Your entity that you believe in, your God, let's say, the entity that you believe in, does it pass any judgment?
It passes judgment, but it just recycles judgment to you, where you live out the experience, so you see what it's like, and then you move on.
Does it pass judgment?
No, not judgment like that. Judgment as in like cause and effect. You caused this. This is the effect of it. You've earned this. That's it. As soon as you deal with it, we move on.
So then it doesn't.
Not eternal
judgment. It doesn't cause any judgment.
Not eternal judgment like that.
So then the entity that you believe in does not judge us.
Not in the way that we judge people.
It itself is not going to judge us.
It's going to observe you, listen what you did factually, listen what you did factually, tell you this is your repentance. So like a judge. Factually. Huh?
So like a judge, like if you go to court, the judge is going to judge you.
Yeah.
25 to life, or you know what? You innocent. You free.
Yeah. And so however you want to phrase it in that regard, does it judge you? Yes. Not perpetually, not in perpetuity.
Okay. So the judgment that the entity that you believe in is not going to affect you at all. It's just only going to observe and make up its mind.
Well, it's going to affect you. No, because only you can affect yourself. You didn't have to make these choices. You affected yourself.
So
it's your
when
own judgment.
when you die, when under your worldview, when human beings die, where is the human beings judged for the life that they lived, or where does the human beings go back with their creator
Yeah, so they're
entity?
assessed. So right, so it's more like an assess. So you're assessed on it, and what you can do is, and there's a couple different variations what you can do. When you get pulled to the light, you can choose to turn around and just observe the inner universe, and then you don't have to go through any of that shit. And then I don't know really what happens then. If you choose to face it, you go through Akashic Records. It's going to play a life review of your things. You can hemi-sync your brain, and you can go check these things out for yourself if you want to. You're going to do a life review. You're going to experience the emotional pain that you put everybody else through, and then you have some things you need to work on.
One second here.
That.
Everybody on TikTok, I'm about to end stream. Come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. I'm live right now on YouTube. This is why you guys can't hear the person that I'm speaking to. I'm just doing an internal critique on this individual's worldview. But yeah, come on over to YouTube. Do that now. Let me go ahead and end this. And now. And anyone else that wants to join the stream, click the first link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. Well, it's the link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. Click that link, and I'll bring you on up. So, okay, cool. So, in regards to this, so the entity, the God that you believe in, when you die, you have the ability to review, like watch a movie of what you did wrong and what you did good and things like that. But what's the process? What's the purpose? Like when you die, do you become one with your creator, that entity, or no? I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Bad connection.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So, yeah.
Okay,
when someone
I heard
dies,
what you asked me.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I heard you. What I was going to say is, so when I went to the other side, in my experience, I was separate from the entity. It was 13 circles overlapped, expanding and contracting like a breath.
No, but answer that question for me directly if you can.
I just told you how I'm separate. I just told you how I'm separate.
No, that's not what I asked. So when people die, I'm asking a specific question. Because you believe that God in your worldview is an entity that is in everything, that doesn't judge us, that just observes us, that doesn't cause anything, but that just observes everything. And there's really, and that God, that entity also created good and it also created bad. It created both of them. So I just want to know, when you die at the end, is the purpose of life, like what's the purpose of life? Is the purpose of life to be one with the creator, to go back to the source? Or is the purpose to, after you die, is just like, all right, that's all it is?
So the purpose of life is literally to learn everything about everything. Literally everything. What if you made a left on this Tuesday instead of a right here? What if you scratched your left ass cheek instead of your right? Literally, that's the purpose of life. Learn everything about everything.
I got it.
Then once after you get it done, because like I said, I haven't gotten that far yet. I think one of two things happens. Don't know. This is pure speculation. I think you can rejoin the creator as your infinite self and experience whatever it is you want to experience, or I think you can just keep creating, and I think that's part of this process. This process never ends. This goes on forever.
And if you are dead, what are you creating?
Well, you would create another universe, another life, another planet, whatever you want to create.
So human beings, from your worldview, has the ability to create life, like when they die.
Well, they grow up to that level. Well, they grow up to that because if you look at it, like we go through 8 density levels of consciousness, we're at the 3rd. You look at all the godlike things we could do for years, only God can do. Humans now can create artificial sunlights. That's God.
So
we create man-made land.
Yeah, nah. That's different though. Human beings, even science know, we still don't know how even life started. How non-life came from and became life. I repeat, science still doesn't know how non-life became life. We don't know that process. So if it's the case that when you die, you can create new life, I'm asking you, well, how can non-life create life if science doesn't even know this now? And if it's the case that the purpose of living is to know everything or to gather all of this information and knowledge, how are you going to gather any other information and knowledge when you're dead?
Well, because we have an electromagnetic pulse, and you can't destroy or create energy, so our energy continues to go on after that. This body
got it. So we're going to continue to live on in some magical type of dimension after
no more
we
magical
die,
than this one,
and learn from things and learn from other people's experiences on this planet. But these people on the planet, they don't even know how non-life becomes life. So how are we going to learn that if people on the planet don't even know it? Where are we going to learn information from that we can't gather?
I don't know. And if you give me some time, I can think of some specific examples, but we've learned a lot of things from animals that don't even realize there might be an act. So we as humans learn things from lower consciousness beings ever. Just like you said, you as a human right now live in this magical dimension, and you learn things from other people's experience. Like you didn't think of a podcast, you saw other people experience.
No, it's not.
A podcast.
It's not a magical.
And then no, it's a magical.
It was created by God.
Once again, but once again, and those other dimensions are created by God, just as magical. But you used it to diminish it, is the reason why I said just as likely as this.
Yeah, no, man. The thing is, the truth is this. So within your worldview, everything would reduce down to if God created from your worldview, I'll just make it quick and easy for you so you can understand what I'm saying. If God created the good and the bad, then you still didn't truly demonstrate how we can make a distinction from what is good and what is bad, because we can believe that the things that we are doing is good, but it can be bad, right? Where's the communication with the source, or a book from the source that's grounded with the source, like the Bible, where we can know that, okay, these things are bad. Like we got the 10 Commandments. These things are definitely bad. These things are good. Also as Christians, praying, multiple people within biblical scriptures had the ability to speak with God and have a personal experience with God. From your worldview, where can you have a personal experience with God? If God is bad, why would God want to even have a personal experience with you? What would be the purpose of that? If God is bad, why does God give you free will? Free will would insinuate that it's love. So you can't be good and an entity cannot be good and bad, because it would contradict one another and battle one another. God would be in a battle within himself. The good version of God and the bad within God would be battling within itself, like human beings. Human beings, we would say, well, yeah, we got like the carnal nature of human beings. That can be like, if we tap into that, that can be bad, right? And then we have, our free will to see and to experience shame and guilt and things like that, feelings and all of these things, emotions, where we can know, like, no, this isn't really a good feeling, because from my worldview, we were created in God's image. So the good and the bad is the good is essentially
good and bad.
No, the good is essentially written on our hearts. The bad from my worldview is just moving away from God. So bad isn't a creature, but from your worldview, bad is a creature. Bad is an entity. From my worldview, bad is not an entity. God is good. That's the only entity beyond time, space, or matter that's omniscient, that's divine, that is good. And any being that disobeys and moves away from God, that would be a bad action. That's how we know. That's the distinction. Now we can say that, well, that's bad because the further you are away from God, the further you tend to disobey God's law and order and things like that, you're bad. But there's not an entity out there that is bad. Like the entity itself is bad. No, there's human beings that's bad. Of course, there's the fallen angel, the devil, Lucifer, that, of course, the only reason why he's bad is because he chose to separate himself from God. Just like human beings, when we separate ourselves from God, then that would be considered bad. But there's not, from your worldview, there's actually an entity that is also bad. So how can you ever know if you're doing good? From my worldview, I can know if I'm doing good, following God's order, God's law. From your worldview, well, you don't know if you're doing good because God is good and bad. So you can be doing bad.
So, well, here's the thing. Right. So, well, here's the thing. So to answer your question, so the universal laws, right? You can get that on Code of your Namu from Mesopotamia, and that comes from 2100. Way before the Bible was. So those universal laws were around before then. Like I said, you can get the gateway process tapes. You can hemi-sync your brain. You can go to the Monroe Institute in Virginia. You can download the secret files off his website. You can look into quantum physics. You can go. So what I'm saying is the God I believe in is backed by quantum physics, backed by government secret files, backed by tapes you can download, and you can go experience them as well. And the Monroe, see them in Virginia. Oh, as well, there's a subreddit with 75,000 people claiming their testimonies of doing it as well.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, fair enough, man. Good conversation. No, that wasn't any proof. It's from I'll be honest, it's just nonsensical. You haven't really made a distinction from the good and the bad. Actually, you said really there isn't really any good and bad. There's all indifference. And then also you've admitted that manipulating and lying, it's doing it itself without affecting anyone. That would be good from your worldview. You also admitted that manipulating and lying. You said if there's no negative effect, that would not be indifferent. You said that would be bad.
Okay, let me rephrase. That would be indifference. Okay, cool. Then I'll re-say it. If I said that, I misspoke. Okay. Indifference.
Okay.
If it does not affect you, it is an indifferent action.
Okay, so the person's behavior itself is only bad if it affects someone else's if it affects someone else.
Yeah, because it puts you in superposition.
Okay, so what about drinking alcohol and becoming an alcoholic and heroin? Doing heroin is bad, or what is that? It's indifferent.
Depends what you do with your life. Just doing the heroin itself is not bad.
Yeah, doing heroin itself is not bad.
Not bad. That alone by itself is not bad.
What about self-deletion? It's not hurting anybody.
Depends what you got going on, huh?
Well, it's not going to hurt anybody. So is that bad?
Depends on the scenario. Well, it could hurt some people. So it depends on the scenario. If you got 4 kids that rely on you and you kill yourself, then yeah, that's bad.
The scenario is you was raised in a foster home. You have no family as you got older, and no one is checking on you and relying on you, and you off yourself. Is that good or bad?
That's what you want to do. That's what I'm indifferent. Good or bad? It's indifference. A lot of things are indifference. That's the whole point.
Okay. All right, man. Well, good conversation, man. I appreciate you for coming up, man. Have a blessed one. Let's continue on with open panel debate night. Javar, I see you back in here. I'll go ahead and bring you on up. We got Hunter. I see you back there, Hunter, as well. Let's see who else we got. up here. Once again, if anyone wants to join Open Panel Debate Night, we're live right now on Facebook and YouTube. Feel free to come on up, click the first link that's pinned in the YouTube comments, and you can go ahead and join the stream tonight. So let's, man, you get some folks up, man. They got a worldview that is just contradictions after contradictions and nonsensical and purposeless and meaningless. And yeah, God is good. The entity that he believes that created everything and that is in everything is also good and bad. Well, if he's good and bad, there isn't any good and bad. From his worldview, it would all be indifferent. So self-deletion, go ahead and do it. From his worldview, totally fine. He said it. That's what you want to do. Go ahead and do it. Incest, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Lying and manipulating, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. If these things don't affect anyone, it's harm principle. Right. And he didn't even know that basically his worldview, it reduced down to everything is relative. And he utilizes utilitarian ethics and the harm principle to make a distinction of what he would perceive to be good and bad. But yeah, other than that, that's it. And everything is relative. So there's truly no good and bad. How can his argument be more valid than mine? From his worldview, it wouldn't be more valid than mine because there isn't any good or bad. And then he spoke about there's objective truth. I caught him on that. Well, if there's objective truth, there has to be objective good. But if there's objective good and the good came from God, but God is also bad too, then that cancels out the good. If God is good and bad, that cancels out the good and the bad. So I would say from one part of his worldview, one consistency was it's indifferent. Well, if everything is indifferent, it will be meaningless and purposeless. What's the purpose of life? Why do we get any meaning out of doing things if everything is indifferent? Yeah, so the worldview is nonsensical. It's illogical. Doesn't make any sense. 0 sense at all. This is why Christian ethics makes all the sense in the world. The entire Christian paradigm destroys all other paradigms. Most paradigms utilize and take from Christian paradigms. That's what it is. All it takes from it. You got those people that say, oh, well, you believe in a religion, you're a Christian, coolly, that's the white man's religion. Wait, what? What are you talking about? White man's religion? What? Wait, what? And, let's just say it is. Would that make it wrong? Wait, Moses was white? Prior to Alexander the Great's general taking over Egypt, taking over Kemet and renaming it Egypt, the pyramids there was all ran by Black Africans. Yeah, that's the truth. And over 2,000-3,000 years ago, I would say, the Egyptians, Pharaoh, mistaken Moses for being an Egyptian rather than a Hebrew, because the Hebrews and the Egyptians look alike. It's just like if an Italian man mistakes, someone from Spain. It's like, Italian, Spain, we all niggas kind of look alike. The Europeans, Skin color, same. Blue eye, brown eye, brown hair, some blonde hair. You get some different variations, but that's about it. So you can blend in totally fine. This is why those people blend in totally fine with the whites. Well, one, because they come from European. Those are the European juices, right? So they blend in with the whites. But the real Jace is not European. Zero European descent. That's the facts. Zero European descent. The real Jace, if we look at it from a biblical scripture, European? Nah. Middle Eastern? Also back then resembling more of Northern Africa? And back then, Northern Africa resembled the middle of Africa and basically all of Africa? So, no, man. It's just dumb. Just stupid. Manipulation. Now, that's when I say it fast. I was saying manipulation, man. Manipulation, not manipulation. If you say it fast, you automatically say manipulation. Like, try saying manipulation fast. Manipulation. You would have to get the U in there. You would have to slow it down. But if you say it as fast as you can, manipulation, it puts in the A, so it sounds like manipulation. But it's manipulation. Manipulation. It's so funny how people make fun of other people that mispronounce words. Like I look on TikTok, not TikTok, but on X, and so many content creators make fun of Candace Owens mispronouncing words. And bro, everybody is mispronouncing words, man. That's just what's gonna happen. It's just what's gonna happen. You're gonna mispronounce a word, right? So making jokes about it is cool. I can see that. Like, oh, that's cool and stuff like that. But to think that you dunked on someone, like an actual dunk, like now if they're just stupid and don't know how to pronounce anything, then, and like they're just dumb, then it's like, okay. But I even mess up on a few things like woman and women. I'm speaking fast and having so many conversations. I'll mix up the singular with the plural sometimes. That's what happens too. All right, we got some more people coming backstage. Make sure your camera is on. Javar, I see you back there, man. I'll bring you up shortly. I guess you still want the smoke. Make sure you're in some good Wi-Fi, bro, because your connection last time was trash. It was trash. All right, welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. What do you want to debate about?
Is this...
You're live. It's No Fugazee. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Turn on your light.
Oh, man. All right. Let's see here. There we go.
All right, man. And
all right.
What do you want to debate about?
I just the last guy that came, or I had heard you say something during the last guy that you was with about the Creator being good and evil, or if he's good and evil, right?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say was, so do you believe that the Creator created evil?
No, evil is not a creation. Evil isn't a creature.
It's not it wasn't created.
If evil is created by the Creator, then evil would be a creature. Right. Evil would be like a being out there that can have an effect on us. That's what evil would be, a creature. I believe that God created beings, mankind, man and woman and angels as well, with the ability to choose to obey him or choose not to obey him. The ones that choose to obey him will be in the good because God is good. The ones that choose to disobey God would be bad. But there's not a separate entity or a creature that was created to be bad.
Right.
Like that is just bad.
So, do you read scriptures on here?
I mean, yeah, you want to read a scripture? Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 45:7.
Yeah, sure. Read it.
All right, I'll read it. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Let me see if you got any. While you pulling that up, I'll get to some of these super chats. Let me see what we got. All right, shouts out to Magic sends in $10. I appreciate the support, man. He says, in the story of Adam and Eve, both God and Satan told the truth. Who was lying? Well, the liar was Satan, because Satan said that you would be just like God. You would have the powers of God, and that was the lie there. But anyways, go ahead with your scripture.
All right, Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So he was saying that everything that's up under the heavens, he created it. The good and the bad. Like the evil, he created that too. As it says in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4, I believe. It said that all things was made, the Lord made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. Because that's just the way it is. It ain't something.
You froze, man.
We not that, but that's the Lord said that he created.
You're freezing up.
Okay, well, the Lord said he created evil.
Got it. And there's many verses within the scripture that I can bring up that would refute that claim, but I'm going to go ahead to it would refute your it would refute you interpreting it the way you're interpreting it, that God actually created the evil, right? So by created, yeah. So by created an entity, a creature that is evil. What would that creature be that is evil?
Maybe the Leviathan.
Well, does God cause I'll answer this. I'll ask it this way. If God created the evil, are you saying that God causes us to do evil?
No, it's a choice. We make a choice to be evil. That's a choice.
So if God did not, if God does not cause us to do the evil and we make the choice to do the evil, did God create the evil?
Yes, he created evil. The evil we did, we chose to do.
Okay, so the evil that we did, we chose to do. And if God created that, did God cause us to do it?
No. You just asked it. No. We
got it. So if God did not cause us to do the evil that we do, but he created the evil that we do, let me know, if God created the evil that we do, how didn't he not cause us to do the evil that we do?
Okay, easy. That's just like he created water. He created water, but he give us a choice whether we want to drink it or not. He don't make us drink it. We get a choice whether we want to drink it.
The evil,
but he created it.
Okay, the evil, is the evil a creature? What is evil?
Evil as it's being described here could be a lot of things. It could be an action, it could be a creature, it could be whatever is evil, whatever is described as evil, whatever would be considered evil. It's not just one depiction of evil.
So evil would be an action that someone does that would then be considered evil.
Evil could be a thought.
Evil could be a thought that someone thought would be evil. Evil itself, my question is deeper than what you're thinking. This is why when you read scripture, you did not interpret it correctly, because the way you think of evil is that evil is an entity in an entity of its own. If evil isn't an entity of its own, in the verse that you read, what God created wasn't evil as in the way you're explaining. God created us to have I'll explain it to you. God created us, human beings, in his likeness, in his image. And he created us to have the ability to be the secondary cause. Think about this. God is the first cause. He created the universe, the earth. He created man. He created woman from the man. The animals, he created it all. So God is the cause of everything as far as how it was created. But God created human beings, man and woman, to be special and to have the ability to have a secondary cause, meaning the things that we do, God did not cause it. We caused it ourselves. And that would be free will, which God doesn't cause us to do the good or the bad, but we have the ability to do the good and the bad because we have the ability of free will and to have the special ability to be the secondary cause. Now, if you just make sense of this, this means that evil would be us doing things that's not in accordance with God's plan. It will be disobeying God. That's evil. Evil itself is not an entity. You can't touch evil. That's not an entity that's out there. It's not a creature that moves around and manipulates us. Right? It's not a creature that's jumping into our conscious and making us do the evil. No, it's us disobeying God. And he's saying that that's evil. And he created human beings to be able to obey him and disobey him. Disobeying God would be evil. Make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're right about disobeying God. Disobeying God would be evil. All I'm saying is what the scripture says. Are you saying the scripture is wrong, or
no? I'm saying the way you interpret the scripture is wrong. I just interpret the scripture.
I didn't interpret it. it anyway.
You said I asked you questions. You read the scripture to demonstrate how God. When you said God creates evil, I said, well, is evil like an entity? You said, yeah, evil would be it's a creation. It would be an entity. I said, well, is it a creature?
No,
you didn't say yes.
Evil is a many things.
You didn't. No. You said that after you read the scripture and we had the discussion. Prior to you reading the scripture, I asked you questions and you went to the scripture to demonstrate something that God created the evil, but once again, you are interpreting evil as if it's a separate entity, which I just explained how evil isn't an entity. It isn't a creature. It isn't any of that. Evil is just moving away from God, disobeying God, not following God's order. That is evil.
It says that he created. It don't say.
You interpret it wrong.
Okay, well, what does it mean when he say he created? I'm just saying he said he.
I already explained it to you. I just explained it to you. You don't get it?
Okay, well, how about this? No, I got you.
No, I don't think you get it.
How about this?
I actually said it slow, too.
I got you. All
right, go ahead.
Slow enough. All right, so what about, do you know that God is terrible. He's also terrible. You may have not known that.
What's your definition of terrible? Is terrible bad?
It's like it's terrible. Yes, terrible is bringing on bad stuff, making bad stuff happen. Stuff that will be uncomfortable for people that's living on this earth. That's bad. Like if a thunderstorm comes and strikes your house and all that, a tornado, that's bad. That's not good on no levels. That's bad. Even though it was the nature that did it, it was still something bad and terrible that happened to you. Right?
Yeah, so you're conflating two different ideas again, right?
No, I'm just letting you know that terrible, you said...
No, you're not letting me know anything. You're conflating two different concepts, right?
Okay.
So just because bad things happen, you're saying that, well, bad things happen, therefore God does bad things. No, God is just. God is a just God.
No.
And listen.
No, I didn't say he does bad things. That's not what I said. I said
you didn't say God does bad things. Does God make
things? I said the things that he does, it will seem bad to us people on this earth. If he make a tornado come and take my house down, I'm going to think that was a bad thing that happened. That's what I said.
Okay, got it.
You're trying to twist it up, what I'm saying, man. I'm saying it very clear, but the more you try to make it seem like I'm saying anything different, you're going away from what we're talking about. All I'm talking about is God said he created evil. That's what it said. And you're trying to make it like I'm just saying he said he created evil. That's it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so let me ask you this. Does God cause unjust things to happen?
No.
Okay. So listen, stop it. So listen. If God does not cause any unjust things to happen, everything that God does is just, but we can perceive it as being, oh, well, why does this have to happen to me? Why does this have to happen? This doesn't mean unjust is evil. Just is still God placing his judgment on us, which would be the effects of us turning away from God. So I repeat, the negative things that you see in the world, like thunderstorms and things killing people, this is because the fall of man happened when Adam and Eve disobeyed God. So God already said that you will die. Your children will die. Everybody would die. Prior to the fall of man and Adam and Eve disobeying God, it was only life. It wasn't death. So remember I said that God created human beings to have the secondary cause to be special. So it isn't God causing this. Man caused it. God is just judging this because God is judging us because we moved away from him. We chose to disobey him. And this all happened due to Adam and Eve disobeying God. So it isn't God himself that is evil and causes evil or does evil or is terrible. It's human beings that caused it and is terrible, and God places just judgment on us. It's just like if you have a kid, right? You tell your kid, hey, don't do that. Your kid does it. Well, there's going to be consequences for your kid's actions for disobeying you. Are you bad if you discipline your kid? I wouldn't consider you bad. Like if you're physically actually abusing your kid and like cutting off his arm or something, it's like, all right, you're going too far. But if you punch that little nigga in his chest and he's 17 years old, get your act together. That's totally fine. He 8 years old and he not listening, disobeying you, speaking back or whatever. You pull out that belt, give him a spank and pop him. That's disciplining him. He gonna feel some consequences for disobeying you. Same thing with the relationship of God and man. That's the same thing, same concept. But good conversation, man. I'll go ahead and let you go. Conflating multiple different concepts because they don't know how to make distinctions between what is being said in biblical scriptures. So they conflate things, and then he'll come to a conclusion that, well, the God is terrible. Well, if God is terrible, like he was a total contradiction. God is terrible, but then I ask him, does God do anything that is unjust? No, he doesn't. Well, then how can God be terrible? Because he doesn't know how to understand the freaking scriptures and stuff like that. And it happens if you have like low IQ. It's just what happens. You start to think that like everything is the same. You can't see anything different within things. Oh, well, yeah, it's similarity. Everything is similar here. Oh my gosh, a rock looks like a table and the table looks like a chair. It's all similar. Oh wow, it's the same. What's the differences between it, nigga? There's distinctions between things. Tiger funny. Yeah, man. I don't got no patience tonight, right? I don't got no patience tonight for these people, man. I need a higher IQ conversation. All right, let's see. Hopefully we get one. Oh, what happened? He left. Hey, Nate, come back. You just came in. Nate, come back. Come on back. And these are the same individuals that, you know, they'll be like, well, I cheated on my girl. She cheated too. But, you know, since we both cheated, it evens it out. It's the same. I still love her. I'll be with her. It's like she didn't even do it since I cheated too. No, nigga, there's a distinction between men and women cheating and having sex with different people. There's clear distinctions, my homie. If she cheated, she don't love you. Now, it doesn't mean that if you cheated, you don't love her. You could definitely not love her, and I think that cheating is bad. But having sex with another woman for a man, you capable of still keeping your emotional ties with your woman and laying with another woman. But that woman isn't. She loses value. It's totally different. Now, in the eyes of God, adultery is adultery. Right? But there's still a clear distinction between things. Still a clear distinction that for woman cheese, man, everything is forgivable. Coolly remember, everything is, I guess, forgivable. I guess. But it wouldn't be in your best interest to forgive that. That's all I'm saying. It'd be in your best interest to move on, and that's how you forgive. Like you gotta get rid of her. That's how you forgive. All right, come on, Nate. Turn your camera on, man. This guy got sucky Wi-Fi. Let's try it again. Nate, you live? No Fugazee podcast. Talk to me. What you want to debate about?
Oh shit.
Come on, man. No cussing when you come on the stream. And this guy. Listen, you live. You want to debate? Yes or no? All right. Someone said, everything but blasphemy of the Holy Ghost. Yeah, I feel you, but listen, it just wouldn't be in your best interest to stay with a woman if she cheated on you. It just wouldn't be in your best interest. Trust and believe. Just don't do it. Don't go there. All right. Yeah, I guess this guy, he has bad Wi-Fi. One more time. Last chance or you're going. Yeah, Nate, it's over with, bro. I ain't even attempting to bring you up again, bro. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you, homie. It is a wrap. All right, let's see if we got any super chats in here. Anyone else that wants to join the stream, open panel debate night, join the stream. First, it's the link that's pinned in the YouTube comments. Everybody that's on Facebook, come on over. We got Dane Snyder sends him $5. He says, an insult during a debate is not a ad hominem unless you are basing your argument on that insult. Calling the person an idiot is fine. Yeah. Thank you, Dane. Thank you, Dane. Let me see if I can find that and bring it up on screen. Is it here? Nah, I can't bring it up on screen, but I've read it though. Yeah, Dane, all of the low IQ people in the chat saying that, oh, Cooley making ad hominem attacks, calling people low IQ and idiots. Oh, that's an ad hom. No, if I say the reason why I'm right because you're an idiot, that would be an ad hominem. Or the reason why you're wrong, the reason why your position is wrong is because you have low IQ. That would be an ad hominem attack because I'm basing me calling them an idiot to refute the argument or to, lessen the claim of their argument. No, I didn't do that. I dismantled the argument and then called him an idiot afterwards. That's totally fine. That's not an ad hom. That's called rhetoric, man. We got okay, I read that one. Oh, we got Wicked Dreams says in $10. I almost missed this one. He says, since gay is an action, then being gay is a choice. Trans women are not women. People from TikTok are stupid. Yeah, I agree. They are stupid. That would be dumb. Appreciate everyone that donated tonight. I do appreciate you. We are still shadow banned in YouTube's algorithm, but we're going to weather this storm, putting out better content and all of that. So you guys are going to get the best from me. We got some debates next week, some 1v1 debates next week. So that's going to be pretty cool. Still doing open panel debate nights and stuff like that too. Go ahead and go to the beginning of the stream. I reacted to Fresh and Fit, and I broke things down perfectly. Shouts out to 4HBB, sends in $50, a $50 super chat. I don't know what currency this is. I don't know what currency that is, but appreciate you. What currency is AUD? Oh, Australian. Dane. What is an Australian dollar converted to American dollars? Dang. Okay, so it's 70 cents. So $1 in Australia is 70 cents. Okay, so how much did he give me? He didn't give me 50. Let's do the math. Calculator. That's why we got technology, right? All right, 35 American dollars. Appreciate the support, though. Shout out to you, man. That's love.
No Fugazee.
Shouts out to you. Still the biggest super chat today, then, right? Yeah. Up next is the next biggest one was $20 from Wit Kids. So shouts out to you, man, and everybody else that donated too. Appreciate y'all, man. All right. Yo, Nate. I already gave you a chance, man. What you want to debate about?
Yo, no, I ain't gonna lie, no Daisy. I ain't got no debate with you, man.
This nigga just want clout. I appreciate you though, Nate, but tonight is not the day to just like, yo, I like the content, bro. Listen, I appreciate that. I really do. And I didn't like boot you to be mean. I boot you because I am the authority figure over here and I gave the rules. Only come up to debate. Now, if you're a member, right, that's different. I'll go ahead and bring up members and we can maybe banter for a little bit, but not long because I still got to, get the job done and do these debates and push out the content. But, if you're not a member, you don't get those special privileges. But if you are a supporter, I 100% appreciate you. You can always shoot me a DM. I try to respond back to as many people as I can. I get over 100 DMs a day on all of my platforms, probably more than 100. So I'm always consistently being bombarded with DMs. I should actually take more time out with replying back to every DM. Maybe that is a strategy that I'll utilize to increase my live viewership since I'm shadow banned. Replying, I just got to take like a day throughout the week, reply to everybody, let them know when I'm live, give them the link to join at these times. That'd definitely help. I'm giving y'all my thoughts. I just thought of this, but that's a strategy to overcome the shadow ban because I'll be letting more people know, real people that support me, that's DMing me, let them know that, hey, I appreciate you and watch the live stream. I can definitely get the live viewers up a whole lot. So I got to utilize that. Maybe I'll have like my assistant to do that, but, or I'll do it. I think it's better coming from me anyway, if it'd be more personal as well. And then maybe some of these people that's watching the live stream and they're commenting and sending super chats, I'll recognize them because they sent the DM. So yeah, probably should start doing that. And these are strategies that I'm speaking about right now that I didn't even put into play, but I definitely am. But content creators that's out there, pick up, it's free game, right? It's no Fugazee. We give out free game all the time. Okay. Who else we got backstage? Javar is still back here. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to bring Javar up. Javar is the guy that he believes that God created the woman first and that God is good and bad. He's one of those type of people. He's like a male feminist simp. You seen him up here. He's the guy with the dreads that I brung up. He's like the first guy I brung up. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to bring him up. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. I'll do it if you guys want it, but if you don't want it, I'm not going to do it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want Javar up. I spoke with him earlier, obliterated him. But if you want him up, because he still wants to speak to me, he's backstage privately like, yo, bring me up. 1 in the chat, you want me to bring him up? 2 in the chat if you don't. Let me know. 1 to bring Javar up, 2 in the chat. Cooley, don't waste your time. All right, let's see what we got. Hunter, I see you back there, Hunter. Hunter, hit me in a private chat. What do you want to debate about? I think we have similar worldviews, or maybe we don't. I can't remember. But let me know what you want to debate about in a private chat, Hunter, and I'll bring you up. So we got a lot of 2s, good amount of 1s. Everybody's not voting, though. Again, if you want me to bring Javar up, person that I obliterated in the debate, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat if you do not want me to bring him up again. Bro, I would like to debate about what better explains reality. Worldview. Okay, we can bring up Hunter. Dang, I want Javar. All right, Javar, looks like they want you up, bro. Wait, do y'all want him up for my own? Yeah, I'm about to do a poll. Like, do y'all want him up so I can suffer? Like, are y'all doing this to like make me suffer. Like, why would y'all want that again? But I'm going to do a poll. That's crazy. Y'all must want me to suffer tonight. Come on, man. Like, suffer as far as like lose brain cells, speaking to Javar. Let's go ahead and put a poll up real quick. Let's put this poll up. Where is it? Okay. Yep, right here. All right, let's do this poll real quick. Start poll. All right, that's the poll. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Submit your votes. Hunter, I got you, man. I'm going to bring you up. All right, where we at with this poll? 23 votes, 52% yes, 48% no. We'll let that, we need more votes. We only got 26 votes. And I think that a lot of these votes are like, you know, people that like dislike my well-being. People that want to see me go bald, put the yeses. There has to be 33 votes. All right. So while we're waiting on that decision, let's bring up Hunter because we need more votes. We got over 200 people watching, only 37 votes. That's we just need a higher ratio of people voting, and we'll wait for that. So Javar, I see you backstage. Don't go anywhere, bro. Don't go nowhere, Javar. Don't go nowhere. All right, Hunter.
What up?
What's up, man? What do you want to debate about?
So, I would like to debate about what worldview better explains.
Okay. And what's your worldview?
I'm gonna go with, but
yeah. What's your worldview?
Methodological naturalism.
And what exactly is that?
It is the belief that things happen basically naturally.
Okay, so things happen naturally. Are things created?
Yes, things are created. In quantum mechanics, things pop in and out of existence all the time.
Okay, so things are created, and who created the things?
There doesn't have to be a creator. Particles pop in and out of existence randomly all the time.
Okay, so you're telling me that there is no creator, and that particles just magically appear.
They pop in and out of existence all the time on the quantum world, yes.
So particles naturally appear. It magically appears.
Yeah.
That'll be magic if like yeah, that would be magic because it takes like
magic. It's chemical reactions that form together to create things slowly over a long period of time.
No. Okay, so then that's a different answer. That's a different answer. If things are created from other things over a long period of time, then the thing that created the thing, does that thing have a creator?
There does not have to be a creator for a thing to be created.
Okay. If there does not have to be a thing for it to be created, have you ever observed or anything, how can something come from nothing? Can you demonstrate that? That would be magic, right?
No, it's
like
called
say if I snap my fingers in a say if I snap my fingers and a rabbit appears in my head. Like I snap my fingers, a head appears, and then a rabbit appears inside my head. Would that be possible in your worldview?
That's kind of a nonsensical analogy.
No, that would be possible in your worldview.
Not really. Something can come from nothing. It's called abiogenesis.
No, what I'm telling you is even scientifically, they have never experienced and observed something coming from nothing.
Yes, they do.
No, they haven't.
Yes, particles pop in and out of existence all the time, quantumly. That's
okay, so if it's the case that these particles came from nothing, right? And what are human beings made of? Multiple particles. What is the planet made of? Billions and trillions of particles, right? Well, human beings were made of billions of trillions of particles, where these particles create cells and then organisms and human beings to have consciousness and so forth and so on and so forth, right? So if it's the case that we are just billions of particles and particles come into an existence out of nothing, then I'm telling you that, well, it would be possible for a rabbit to come out of a head that's not even on my head.
No, it wouldn't.
Explain.
It's nonsensical.
That isn't nonsensical. That makes a whole lot of sense.
No, wait.
Okay. Real quick. How much time does it take for a particle, one particle, to make a let's say a cell? How much time does that take for a particle, many particles to come together to create a cell?
It depends on what kind of cell it is.
Do you know how much time it takes?
It depends.
Well, let's just say a human cell.
So you need the RNA, the DNA. It still all depends.
Give me an estimate.
It depends on the outside situation. It depends on the descriptive factors of the reality.
Okay. How many particles will it take to create an atom? And how many particles and how long?
Personally, I don't know. You know
okay.
I mean? I don't know specifics on things like on certain things, but I do know specifics on certain things. But real quick.
What I'm trying to establish here, because what you're saying is nonsensical. If it's the case that something can come from nothing, that is magic. And if it is magic, then it would be possible for a rabbit to appear in a hat that I'm not even wearing, for the hat to appear on my head and a rabbit underneath, and I'll take off my hat and I'll be playing with a rabbit and I'll let my kid pet it. Actually, I won't. I'll be like, yeah, this is weird. Where'd you come from? It's weird. Where'd you come from? What's your purpose here? You came from nothing. So a few things with what I just said. If it's the case that under your worldview, because you said that you wanted to debate worldviews and which worldview makes reality.
So we've done mine. Can I ask you about yours?
Yeah. Let me finish real quick, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then I'll let you ask about mine. Totally fine. If that's the case, then if something can come from nothing, then there isn't any purpose and any meaning, because nothing would have no purpose and meaning. So that means that the something would not have any purpose or meaning. If something came from nothing. So that means that we're here on this planet without any purpose, without any meaning. So if we don't have any purpose and any meaning, how do you know that you're correct today in this debate? If we don't have any purpose and any meaning, how can we even understand one another right now? We wouldn't be able to understand one another currently in this debate if we don't have any purpose and any meaning, because there wouldn't be any truth. So therefore, listen, therefore, there wouldn't be any truth. There wouldn't be any intelligibility. There wouldn't even be the existence of intelligent beings. Because why be intelligent? What's the purpose of intelligence? What is intelligence? If there has to be a purpose for intelligence, because intelligence would assume that some things are true
for anything.
You know, that's what it would mean. That's what it would mean. And what I'm saying is your worldview is nonsense. Your worldview does not map onto reality, because in reality, you do believe that you have purpose. This is why you joined the debate, because you think that you are the correct person in this conversation. That's why you joined the debate, because you thought that, I can prove Cooley wrong. You get what I'm saying? Your worldview, no purpose, no meaning. Your worldview, something came from nothing, magic. You live in Narnia.
No, not at all.
You actually look like one of the characters from Narnia.
Oh, you trying to roll down, bro?
Homie looked like one of the characters from Narnia, and I'm not talking about the human beings. I'm speaking about the animals. He looked like one of them creatures. And this is not an ad hom. Because I'm not saying that you're wrong because you look like a creature from Narnia. I'm just saying that you look like a creature from Narnia, and that's funny. Because I've been debating for 3 hours and 40 minutes, and you came up here with a dumb argument. That's why.
It's not a dumb argument. Methodological naturalism is not a dumb argument.
Stupid argument.
I guarantee you wouldn't debate Planet Peterson or Professor
Planet Peterson and Professor... Listen, Jim Bob and Jay Dyer... Jim Bob already destroyed Planet Peterson.
Jim Bob got crushed, bro. Jim
Bob did not get crushed by Planet Peterson. Jim Bob destroyed Planet Peterson.
Okay,
and Jay Dyer...
how God created the universe. Explain how God created the universe.
Real quick. Then Jay Dyer and Jim Bob...
Dyer got shit on too by Professor Dave.
Not even a smidgen. Not even a smidgen, bro. Not even a smidgen, bro. Listen, bro. Not even close. I can tell that you are a listener to Jim Bob and Planet Peterson. I can just tell by the way that you're speaking, but you're not as skilled as Planet Peterson and Professor Dave. That's his name, right? Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, go to their streams. Tell them to come over to mine and to debate me. I would love to debate them. And
they're not as cool as you on reaching out to people, but I could try.
Yeah, you can do that. And I would say that, of course,
would you accept that?
I would accept the debate. I would accept a debate from Planet Peterson and from Professor Dave any day of the week. Any day of the week. So yeah, let them know.
I'm a fan, bro. Like, I've been listening to you for a long time. Like, I'm a fan and shit like that. Like, we agree on a lot of shit.
Yeah, I know you've been up here before, Hunter. I'm just making jokes with you, though, bro. Don't be sensitive. Don't be offended, bro. You be all right.
It's all right. Your hairline's a little off.
A little bit. I gotta shape it up. The cool thing about me though is you go to the barber?
Nah.
Do you allow like another man to cut your hair?
No, I cut my own hair.
You cut your own hair?
Yeah, that's why it's all shitty.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, yeah, because I cut my own hair too.
Look at this hairline, bro. This hairline is poop.
All right, man. Well, listen. Good conversation. Peace. Talking about Planet Peterson and Professor Dave. They got destroyed. Massacred. And the reason why they get destroyed so fast is because, one, it's funny. I watched those debates and those reaction videos, and Jim Bob can understand Planet Peterson's question and Professor Dave's questions. He can understand it perfectly, where he can fully stillman the position, repeat it back, but they can't do the same. They can never, like, it's like almost surface level. The way they think, it's like over here in the Christians, right? We go a deeper level. We have a deeper layer of the type of questions that we're asking, and they can never get that deep. So they truly never understand the question, and then the audience don't understand what Jim Bob and Jay Dyer is truly asking. So then Planet Peterson and Professor Dave gives an answer that isn't answering the question that Jim Bob and Jay Dyer is asking. That's what I observed. Every time I've watched any type of reaction videos from them, or the debate, I think it was from like a year ago that Jim Bob had with Planet Peterson, he doesn't understand the questions. All right, let me check the poll. Oh, it's 50-50. Okay. Whoa, 60 votes, 50%. There we go. We'll go ahead and end poll. End poll. So we got, there you go, fellas. 60 votes, 50-50. So I guess I am the deciding factor. And since I am the deciding factor, I choose no to Javar. I am not trying to lose brain cells at all. Right? Not trying to lose any more brain cells tonight, in this stream, on this stream. Let me see what we got. Any chats? All right, we got a few chats that came in. We got Damien Simpleman sends in $1. Appreciate the support. We got Dame sends in $5. Appreciate the support. He says, men are totally deprived because of men's nature passed to men from Adam. Only way to choose God is with God's spirit. Appreciate the donation. All right. I think that's about it. So today's Thursday. Ladies and gents, the next stream is going to be this Saturday. So yeah, this Saturday we got full panel dating and relationship show. If for any reason, since we always get cancellations from the girls show, but if there's any reason for me not to do stream on Saturday, then the next stream is going to be this Sunday. And it's going to be open panel debate night. So if we don't stream on Saturday, which I think we will, the recruiters recruited, tons of girls, and, girls are always flaking and stuff like that. But if it's the case that we don't have a stream this Saturday, then open panel debate night this Sunday. But if we do have a stream this Saturday, that'll be the full panel girls show. And the next stream of open panel debate is going to be next week on Tuesday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going live around between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what you can expect from me. Other than that, this podcast is no Fugazee. I appreciate all of y'all. And peace.
No Fugazee.
And y'all see the suit too, man. Listen, new studio, new podcast by the spirit, not by the letter. Bro, we can go verse for verse all day long. Doing new things. Men are okay with understanding the reality that we are in competition with one another. But you ladies think that you're special. You are in comfort. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we can box. I'm about my business. So remember I said, when I ask you these questions, I will dismantle your entire argument. That's the end of the debate, my dog.
I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39.
Belly.
Yeah.
You look 39. It's okay though. That man isn't intimidated by a woman like you. He's annoyed by a woman like you. Because a man